Hey, did y'all hear the song I was playing? Let me know if y'all heard that song. I was playing the song. I just want to make sure y'all heard it. Can y'all give me a one, two, three in the chat if y'all heard the song that I just played? Just if y'all could, real fast. Just give me. All right, I'm sorry. That's what I thought. I'm gonna try it one more time. All right, hold on. I played a damn song. I was quiet because I thought the song was playing. Hold on. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
There's a subtle art to this, pulling cards when they say Boricua's got no part to this. Apart from this, tearing apart your artifice. These revisionist histories, weak arguments. Man, you niggas is pussy, drive your coordinates. Fallen enemies, just use their head like an ornament. Son at all these niggas and drop them off at the orphanage. What's your pronouns? Should I call you sis or you a stud, huh? You just a harder bitch. So you notice that? I mean, it's hard to miss. Now tell me, who's afraid of the harbingers? Shit, they called the son of man, the son of carpenter. And I'm a vomiter, sharpshooter, harvester, real nigga, hustler. Always been the moniker. Take a little money, leave a little on the vestibule. Niggas popping shit, apologizing, they on festival. You see what peer pressure through the message boards will mess with you. The higher up you climb, the more people that are testing you. Nigga, let your nuts hang, better drop your testicles. Cause I ain't out here putting no pussies up on a pedestal. New devils, new levels that you gotta wrestle through. On the road to decimals, mix and master the decibels. Hove told me you better finish your breakfast, dude. Little niggas eat your motherfucking vegetables. I ain't got punchlines, I drive mortars. Push boundaries and high borders. Farming or the aura, we shining bright like aurora. Before you find our morals, I know that it's fucking torture that me and my amigos, all of my Negroes, I shine, you shine, nigga, we glow. You know my CeeLo, clocking at De Niro, 1,000000. So why you talking like we on the same side? Same tribe, same vibe, got the same guy, but I know, nigga, I know. Better with a bad bitch, skin darker than the Congo. Take me to the crib and she blow me like a trombone. Pistol got a mini drum, that's my little bongo. We ain't squashing no beef like Mofongo. 36 chambers, training in the dojo. Quid pro quo, pro bono is a no-no. Outside like a GoPro for the blood of my bros. Still fucked up, half Tommy killed Manolo. We ain't in Kansas, no more Toto. Real niggas going extinct, you fucking dodos. Bitch says she want a ring, but I ain't Frodo. Now let me tell you something if you ain't know though. I'm certified, no blue check, just blue faces. Living life like I've been holding a pair of aces. No felonies, but a couple of close cases. Fuck the white man, I ain't trusting no Caucasians. Me and my niggas splitting chicken like a flat. If you ain't got a strap, better go and get a cat. If you touch one of mine, you ain't leaving here intact. That's a fact, that's a fact, that's a fact, that's a fact. Me and my amigos, all of my Negroes, I shine, you shine, nigga, we glow. You know my CeeLo, clocking at De Niro, 1,000000. So why you talking like we on the same side? Same tribe, same vibe, got
Test it. Oh, that wasn't my head. Test it. That's what. Let me get my shirt for you. Okay. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. We gonna be doing
Jessica,
this live stream. I know how. Let me make sure I'm muted. Yeah, I know how I feel about punctuality when it comes to live streams. So we'll see if they start this live stream on time. I'm gonna share. So I'm gonna be streaming from my channel, but I'm gonna be streaming the live stream. You know, they'll be running the live stream. Hey, I think I got a debate. I might have a debate this Sunday versus Cooley. I just let y'all know that. Also, if y'all haven't known, um, no, let me see if I'm breaking up. Test 1, 2. Am I coming in clear? Let me know if I'm coming in clear. How's my sound coming? Hold on, y'all. I'm just checking my sound out. Bear with me 1 second. All right, hold on, y'all. Oh, I think I see it now. Yeah, I just fixed it just now. I think. All right, we should be good now. Y'all let me know if it's good now. Tell me how it sounds. Tell me how it sounds. Give me a test in 1, 2. Oh, let me see. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, yep. I can hear myself. I'm listening to myself. I had to when I connected my Rode stereo, it didn't default to the Rode player. So I think it was trying to come through the Mac, which of course would be terrible. So I just had to fix that. All right. So now what I was saying is what I was saying earlier, I'm joining these brothers live stream. Y'all know how I am about punctuality. If you say 5 o'clock, should be 5 o'clock. It's 5:09. That means 5 o'clock for me. Let me tell y'all about me. When you tell me when you tell me 5 o'clock, this is just me. When you tell me 5 o'clock, that means we should be in the back chat at about 4:55, 4:30, testing, making sure sound and everything all right, so that we can go ahead and rock and roll. You shouldn't be figuring it out at 5. That's just me. Maybe I'm too professional. Maybe I'm just too professional. But while I got y'all here, I do want to remind y'all to that this is the last day of my 50% off sale. After today, I probably won't. I do sales monthly, but I'm probably not going to do a 50% off sale till maybe the end of the year. I might not do a 50% off sale to the end of the year. All right. Also, too, if y'all didn't see my Facebook post, if y'all saw my live stream earlier today, when Sinetta came in there, Sinetta was supposed to do the interview with Gorilla Hebrew, uh, but he changed his mind after that conversation. So I do want to make mention of that he was going to do the interview with him, but he changed his mind after that. All right. So what we waiting for now? If y'all think I'm joking, I said, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Why do you keep asking me Sunday? I'm gonna whip your ass. That might have been a little slow. I'm trying to see what time though, because like I gotta pack the rest of these orders, and I'm gonna work with you, so I'm gonna make space in the morning. Okay, all right, no problem. Okay, all right. So I had to call my daughter. My daughter is my coworker, y'all. And what is this background? Hold on. Hey, who is Fatty fighting in the background? Fatty is in a full out fight in the background over there. Yes, I got a 50% off sale. You got this punk ass in the chat talking about wow, Cap. It's always the last day of 50% off sale. If you ain't buying nothing, I don't really care. You said I have feedback on my channel? I thought that was Fatty's channel. Y'all hear feedback on my channel? Let me check. No, Ali didn't pull up. Listen, I wasn't gonna say nothing. Fatty brought it up. Fatty brought it up. I wasn't even gonna say nothing.
Back. Hey, Captain, we should do some real estate, man. You in real estate?
No, I ain't in no real estate.
I'll put you on some real estate game, man.
Yeah, put me
in real estate. Are you in NY or you moved?
I'm in Jersey.
Okay, you in Jersey.
Yeah, I'm in Jersey. I just run New York, but I'm in Jersey. Yeah. So hit me up. I think I messaged you my number.
Yeah. I'll put you on my phone. I meant to text you. No, I did. I WhatsApped you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, see, I WhatsApped you, man. You too high up there. You ain't got to your 50th message yet.
Nah.
That's what it is, man. You just look and go, I'll get there when I get there.
Nah.
That's all right. I know how you do, Cap. I know how you do, man.
That's Cap.
Don't cross that line.
No. You don't want to do that. You know, I'll never be able to lay that down.
Cross the line.
Listen, man, I have so many people that if they don't know anything else, they know that.
They know that, right?
Yeah, they know.
Hey, cross that line. Yeah, that's what I thought. You ain't gonna cross that. That was the best. Yo, man, them days was the best, man.
Yo, that was the dopest time, yo. Like
that was the dope. Hey, you know that was the. I won't even put anybody who got to witness it. You were actually in it, but everybody got to witness it.
Right.
That was the dope. I mean,
like it was a lot because Polite would go at me. It was a lot of battles and stuff like that on them streets, man. They used to be vicious, and if you wasn't smart, like if you ain't had no intelligence,
I don't see you weren't smart. Exactly. Yeah. That's what it is. You respect everybody who was part of it. No, they were because they were so intelligent.
Right. But in that battle arena, everybody couldn't get in that arena. You could be smart, but you couldn't get in that combative state. Like you couldn't. You had to have a skill set for that.
All lights.
I agree. 100%. I agree.
Okay.
But y'all, you are a favorite of mine. Polite, obvious.
All lights. 100%.
Okay. I like what's my man name? Sarah Suit and Seti.
Yeah, I like Seti. I love Seti. Seti was a cokehead though, but I like him.
I know. Yeah, I know. You know, you can tell. I like what's my man with the I like him too. You know you gotta like
Shaka.
I love Shaka, man. I know
he in his hair.
Yeah, he be sometime, but I love Shaka though, man. Hey, when y'all all was talking, man, you gotta watch it. It's a must watch.
That's funny, man.
Let me let me see.
Stop being an Israelite.
Hey Ali, I don't know if it's me, Ali, but you kind of cut in and out.
Ali, Ali, your internet connection is. Can you put?
Let me put 2K up. I moved my internet, and then I moved it back. I know it's going. Hold on, it might take. Let me go restart it again. Hold on.
What's up with it, y'all?
How are you doing, sir?
Been better.
Damn, you depressed, 2K? What's going on?
Clean, boy, that camera clean.
This man is depressed. These men said.
You got now. That camera don't look like the last camera. That's the same camera you had.
Same camera, just upgrade the lighting a little bit.
It looked like you famous already, man. God dang.
That's the goal.
Yeah, he another one right there. He another one right there, Cap. He about to be super. He on the verge.
Oh,
He famous, but he ain't famous.
DPMO, what you do? What you talk about?
Man, a whole lot of nothing, man.
And he humble, Cap.
Just a nigga with a microphone.
That's how you gotta be, man. That's how you got with a little bit of arrogance, though. You gotta be humble. You gotta have some arrogance in there, man. If you know.
What's up with it, pretty?
Friends, we start in 2 minutes. Okay, and then we'll let everybody.
I was on here with you before, Cap.
Right, that was when we had the fact. Well, I don't know how people feel about words, but they had a big girl up there, right? The statue with the big.
No, this one I think we had the. This one they was using all the big words this day.
Oh yeah, when that dude got mad, like he took it personal. You know, I didn't know that was him in the video, right?
Oh, you didn't?
Oh, I didn't know. I started realizing the more we start going back and forth, then I realized, I see, because I couldn't understand why he was getting mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized he getting mad at me because he think I'm talking directly about him when I didn't know it was him at the time, even though it still was stupid. I just didn't know it was him.
Yes, it was stupid.
I'll say that was fantastic. Did you change your name though?
His name is 2K.
2K.
You guys, he's just promoting another show. 2K, you need to rock your show in the upper thing, the yellow thing, and then the yes.
You got a YouTube channel? Put your YouTube channel in the back chat.
I got you, bro.
All right, I'll check it
out. Man, 2K is the next big thing coming in. Like the realest man on this space, the funniest man on this space by far. Like there's no competition.
Please don't.
The only person that might compete with him in a few years is Fatty.
Fatty crazy, man. It's all wrong.
No, but I'm telling you, 2K, you sell yourself short, man. Because like what you've been doing here, like without playing politics and all that shit, is something to be commended, man. No super teams, no nothing, just bars.
Just telling the truth. Like I feel like I'm not doing it because I feel like I'm just simply telling the way it is without all the other shit. But like I guess that's a rarity. I see Fatty do it all the time though, so I don't get it.
Hi, Jessica.
What's up with Jessica?
Jessica, you coming from the beach?
No. Well, earlier, yes.
Jessica, you better chill with the cleavage because Captain is trying to look for the next wife. He has like 40 already.
No, I have an address.
Oh, okay. So, Captain, you better chill, okay, Captain.
Sound like you intimidated.
Last time I got on your ass because of that.
You did not. I
didn't.
No ass of mine.
I didn't. You are right. You need to chill, Captain. Okay.
You're afraid of my aura?
Captain be trippy sometimes, man.
I know how to stir up the pot too.
Hey, it throws the show left and then he starts smirking on the corner like, yeah.
We get Fatty going crazy, man. I had you and that girl going crazy the last time I was on the panel.
Yeah, not getting this anymore, Captain.
You got all your feelings and shit. I thought you was about to cry and leave the show.
Yeah, I cried in the car on my back home. On my way home. I'm just crying. Oh my God. How can you do that? Let's get Ali up because he restarted the modem and restarted the show, and then the rest of the people.
Hey, Fatty, how I switch it to night mode?
Switch what to night mode?
You're talking about StreamYard, right?
Right.
When on the guest, damn, you left. When you are a guest, you can switch it. I don't know why they do that.
Oh, we could do that. That's actually
yes. When you are hosting the show, you can. When you are hosting the show, you can have the dark thing. If you're not hosting the show, they're not going to let you do it. So what I do is I put it on full screen so I don't have the white light on the face.
Yeah, full screen. And I'm gonna just pull the comments over here on my other screen.
Man, I know you have like 7 screens right now. Like, just go ahead and just put the one on the side. That works. Are you doing good, pretty?
Yeah, look at her.
Doing great.
Thank you for being here.
I'm doing great. I've just been out here tussling on these TikTok streets.
Yeah, I see what's going on. Pretty, when are you coming to YouTube?
Huh?
When are you coming to YouTube?
I cannot figure out how to computer. I'm just figuring out how to phone. So when my husband got me like a Mac with all of the stuff to
look at yours, man.
And I can't figure out how to do it.
If you got,
I can't figure out.
if you got a Mac, I could pretty much walk you through it.
Okay, that'd be great. Cause he it has the studio and all this stuff, but no matter how much YouTube videos I watch, I'm like, see, this is why I'm not ever gonna get to YouTube. Because even watching the YouTube videos about how to do a YouTube video is confusing me. I
don't know. I love it. I'm that's how I feel about. I'm trying to learn how to like apply for grants and stuff.
Apply from what?
Apply for grants.
Okay.
Yeah, but bro, I cannot get into it, bro. Like I'm watching a YouTube video, I fall asleep. Motherfucker trying to teach me how to get some money. Like
that's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Friends,
is it still acting up?
No, now it's perfect. Can you do 1, 2, 3 testing and move a little bit?
1, 2, 3 testing.
Perfect. You should try to see if you're weak. Just blow in the wind. That's crazy. And friends, my birthday is in 1 hour and 30. Everybody sings happy birthday.
I don't celebrate birthday.
Nah, I'm kidding. I don't celebrate it too.
You ready to give you a hard time, right?
No, man.
Then I'm just going to do a YouTube party because I need like $73. Other than that, we're good. Let me see.
I think it's still lagging a little bit.
No, it's not.
It's
gonna do it. Y'all didn't see me lag. Watch, I'm about to lag.
Just close every device and thingy that you have on your thing.
Are you on?
So what I did?
Are you on Wi-Fi or are you hardwired?
I'm hardwired, but I got this hardwired device that I moved to another room. But then I moved. It was in here. Then
oh, there you go. It just went out again.
Happened in it. There you go. I told y'all. So I switched it back. Now I gotta adjust. It's gotta adjust again.
I'll give you one tip on when you're going live on YouTube. When you go live on your phone, you get different amount of views than when you go live on your computer.
Which one you get more? The phone?
Yeah. In one live stream, if I go live from my phone, when the live is over, I'm like the last live I did, when the live was over, I think it ended at like 10K. And because the live on your phone works a lot with your YouTube shorts. But when you're doing live on a computer, it doesn't work with the YouTube shorts. So when they alerting everybody, people that will follow your shorts will get alerted of or that have watched your shorts rather will get alerted of your video. So you'll notice when you go live on your phone, you get more instant views than you do on a computer.
That's crazy. All this stuff.
It's a different algorithm. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Now, they got programs where you can be horizontal and vertical, both at the same time, but it's like two different lives.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I like the traditional, but you kind of do get more views. But I don't like. I
do lives like from my car. So I do lives in different places. So I do live from my car chronicle.
Okay,
live. Like I got my business lab over here, so I do lives over there. So that's why I use my phone. If I'm gonna be stationary like this, then I'll use a computer. But I always notice more people come into my lives on my phone than they do initially. Now, eventually, it gets up there eventually, but it's quicker on the phone.
Yeah. Look, Ali froze again.
No, man, that's a weird face. He thinking real hard.
Yeah. They're like, Ghost. Tyreek, get your ass up.
And once again, shout out to y'all. I know everybody here, probably in 2 or 3 years, we're all
to the brother
on the top of the mountain. So shout out to y'all for.
We don't believe God.
The artwork. I know what you guys
believe. God
pretty art. So.
A woman and a man.
Pretty, you are our natural. Pretty, you could make so much money if you pull up on the regular, and just make a YouTube channel, play along, send people there. Like, man, it's so easy to make money on YouTube. It's just they have to have control of position. Everybody respecting playing their position. The thing is, they start to get too greedy, get on our feelings. If we play our position, everybody can make it. Problem is, everybody want to be everybody want to be Neo. So it is what it is. And this man only left again. Then
that where you fit in, know where you stand out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, what's the topic today?
So we have the Millionaire Bachelor is coming in, and we're going to talk about is being a good man enough to keep a relationship. So there's an icebreaker that I'm going to play, where a woman kind of explains how she kind of almost or either threw away her good relationship to chase butterflies. So we'll start with that, and then we go from there.
Okay.
Oh. Damn, Ali, Jesus Christ. You're rebooting?
Now he reached out to me to say, where am I? Only for...
Yes, because he thought you were late.
Yeah, you know, one thing, I'm extremely professional. 5 o'clock supposed to be 5 o'clock.
Come on, Cap. You know, if it was you hosting these, they'll be at 5. We need 15,000 subscribers. We try to make it. S2K. The same thing with, like, when we go to Anton, everybody there 10 minutes early.
Yeah.
I ain't know. I forgot. He told me 5, and I'm on the East Coast, so I had
on the Monday show. Everybody early. We try to do it. We only start 30 minutes late because everybody just
y'all have a Monday show. Because I know when y'all did the Thursday show, it's hard for me to do Thursdays because I have
we moved the show to Thursdays to Fridays, so our big shows now are on Friday and Sunday. The rest is we do it.
Yeah, see, I could join those. The Thursday was real hard because I do my radio show at 10, and then I got a class at 7. So
yeah, I think Friday is better for everyone other than public offender because he has kids to attend to. So
hey, I got kids too.
Yeah,
you have a maid. You have a maid, you have a nanny, you have a driver. Hey, do you guys see how well kept she is? Do you think this woman doesn't have like 3 handlers? I see what you're doing, pretty. You better chill.
I love your hair too, pretty.
You don't see kids screaming on the back. She has a mansion.
No, I just live in a multi-generational household.
Oh, that's so dope. So your family stay there too? That's so, bro.
Actually, my daughter is heading to Jamaica next week to stay with my dad for a month.
I'm kind of jealous, bro. When I was younger, I thought that was like for poor people. Now that I'm older, it's for like a piece of mind.
Rich in love.
Yes, bro.
Might be tight in the house.
Yeah,
rich in love.
Bro. Because like when my mother in town, the normal stuff that my wife would trip about is.
Hey, y'all. No, I'm sorry. I wasn't talking. I was talking to somebody. Hey, y'all. I muted them. I don't have a lot of patience. I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to be a good guy. Just wait and be patient. So what I did was, if I show y'all the stage,
see how fair it is because
I just muted myself.
Not one parent having to be
put my camera down.
Now you can step into your disciplinary.
Because this, I don't know if y'all noticed. No, and they good. Like I like Ali. I like Fatty. When the show actually gets going, it gets going. But I'll be having a schedule. Like I schedule my day. Like Mika put the other guy fixing it. It's not the video he fixing. It's his internet connection. And the internet connection is cool, but I don't know if y'all noticed. Every time I've been on with them, it always takes this long to get it started. And I just want to get to the day where we just professional. The last couple of lives, it's always 30 minutes later, an hour later. Let's see. He might be back now. Let's see.
So much stress. You can sleep a little bit more. You can That's crazy. That's crazy how people
like
you are
like, comes back. Let me put my.
You are going to put your
back.
dad in on the elderly home, and then you are crying that you don't have help.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the help is in a home.
In a home.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what's going on. Like my in-laws, they kind of like they not struggling, but they is. And I was saying like, hey, they could just move in, and it's kind of like giving back because you raised my wife to be this. So in order for me to give back, let me take care of y'all. And, you know, and then in turn, you can help me take care of the children. And like, and it's just all I relieve you from your financial stresses. And it just worked.
And grandparents, studies show grandparents who stay with their children, they live longer, like with their grandkids, like
they got purpose.
The kids give them exactly, they have purpose. They're seeing the lineage pass on, like they have a reason, you know, they're instilling value. Like it's just a better situation overall.
Mm-hmm.
Friends, we have to start. We're going to wait for Ali. Can you send the message? The lady that was here, she dropped for a second. I needed to know what do I promote from her. Damn, he's still freezing. That's crazy.
Yeah, I teach her. She said she's working her Wi-Fi.
Ali, why you still freezing? What's going on?
My internet.
Don't you have like
it's trying to recalibrate or whatever it's trying to do?
Don't you have like an
adjust back to this side?
Do you have an hotspot or something like that?
No. Well, I have a hotspot, but it'll run out. But what I did was move the internet on this side. It's an Ori, whatever it's called. And I made it.
You have to ask your internet provider to get you one of these. So remember on the Sundays where my show always was fucking up at the same time because they were doing maintenance. You get one of these, and then the computer switches to Wi-Fi, and then when it's good, switches back to internet.
Yeah, mine be working on both. Like,
yes, you can even do it from your phone.
I'm gonna try something.
You can even do it from your phone. You click on the hotspot thing, and then on the hotspot thing it goes.
Make sure you're not on a 2G connection, Ali.
As bad as
make sure you're on the 5G.
Friends, Ali, I'm going to start.
On 5G.
Ali, I'm going to start the show, and then we get everybody.
Yeah, we'll figure it. I think it'll adjust. When it stopped lagging, I know it's adjust. Like right now, kind of look like a.
I got you, and I'll tag everybody on the description.
I spoke.
Please, if you're going to either cut or republish, please tag Mr. Ilkan Ali on the title. I would appreciate that. There's like 6 people coming in late, so we're probably going to get all the people coming in together as soon as the show starts. So don't be spooked. Anyone has any questions or any requests before the show starts?
No, I'm solid.
Okay, we good? So I see you in 1 minute. Once again, thank you very much for being here, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you.
The content presented on the following show is intended for satirical and educational purposes only. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by panelists and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of the host, production team, or channel. Additionally, any third-party content featured in this program is used in compliance with fair use under United States copyright law, which allows for commentary, criticism, news report, teaching, and research. Viewer discretion is advised, and we encourage independent thought and discussion.
I can't just stand there, Jojo. I let the thing clap like Toto. No residuals to the popo. Left a red dot on his top like Tokyo. I feel invincible, untouchable. I feel invincible, untouchable. I feel invincible, untouchable. I feel invincible, untouchable.
Doctor?
Cordial. I feel invincible, untouchable. 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 Cordial. I'll come to infinity. Step in my domain, everything's slow-mo. I can't just stand there, Jojo. I like to take clap like Jojo. No residuals for the popo like a red dot on this top like Tokyo.
The untouchable empire, baby.
You're having a conversation in bad faith. Did you say women are children? Did you say women are children? No.
Do you get every bad bitch the same way, my nigga?
No.
All right then. So that shit's irrelevant. It's moot.
But most men nowadays don't want to be a protector and a provider. Most men don't want to be a leader.
So you know that you're here because of your father? Because men determine the sex of the baby? Did you know that?
You wasn't putting it down mentally. You don't know how to touch her without touching her. You wasn't putting it down sexually, and you wasn't putting it down financially. So yes.
It's not that she's so awesome and intelligent and everybody missed out, and you just so happen to walk up on a flower. Yeah, she's lying to you.
But these women saw you. When these women saw you, she already wanted you before you even open your mouth. Like Ali said, you didn't convince her to do nothing. There's the male.
It's time to do.
Today is not my day, Austin Ali. I'm on vacation. Damn. Welcome to the Untouchable Super Panel. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing well. I appreciate you, friends. We had a great week, but the best is yet to come. We have a couple of guests that are a little bit late, but we have to make sure we give the people what they want. So we are here and we're going to have a lot of fun, okay? Just to do some housekeeping. Tomorrow, my birthday party, 36. No need to bring your wallet. Just bring a couple of drinks. We're going to have fun. 5 p.m. on Saturday. And of course on Sunday, the infamous Ladies First show, 5 p.m. So, friends, let me introduce everybody in the panel. Of course, the illustrious 2K, the most dangerous man on the internet. Welcome.
Glad to be here.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. We have a celebrity back. Captain. I'm not going to even try.
Captain Tazariak.
English is Tazariak.
I don't know.
He is in the building.
I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Look forward to having a great show. Getting under Fatty's skin once again.
You are not going to do it today, sir. I'm ready. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you get fool me again. Thank you very much for being here. Of course, he is back. Number one. Like, this man is being searched. Like, people looking for him on the internet. The public offender is back.
What up?
Much for being here. I appreciate you. We have, of course, like we have a lot of infamous. Like, everybody's looking for Pretty to Pretty. You better watch it. Okay. Thank you very much for being here, Pretty.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back.
I love to not be kicked out of your panel on TikTok. That would be great. And finally, one of the Untouchables founding fathers, Ilkan Ali, is in the building. Like I said, friends, we will have a couple of people joining the panel. So love the show, support the show. As you know, the Hamburger Fund and Ilkan Ali always welcome your donations. So I truly appreciate it.
Hey, baby, if you're feeling a fatty, hit that like, smash subscribe, and bless the Cash App at $Team Fatty8. Like the video, hit subscribe, and show love to Ali at $Ilkan.
And since we are here, thank you very much, Doris, for gifting one membership to me and Ali each from the Untouchable Empire. Thank you very much, Doris.
I believe that there's multiple so-called black leaders who believe that they are untouchable.
The Untouchable Empire, baby.
Thank you very much. That's your friend, Tess? That's crazy.
Hell no, she's trash.
No, she's not. She's a princess. Leave her alone.
Hell no.
Shout out to Sun Keys. I appreciate you with the super chat. Say shalom to you. Thank you very much, Sun Keys. I appreciate you. And my boy Player One, the best editor in the game with one untouchable membership.
So, you think you're untouchable?
We are going to make sure we celebrate all your super chats. So keep sending them. But it's time to start the show.
It's time to do.
We have a little icebreaker. So let's start with this. And then we go from there. I want Pretty Public Offender to go first, if it's possible. And then we see what we have here. So here we go.
My 20s, I met a guy who made me seriously consider ruining my life for 36 hours while I was on a girls' trip in Punta Cana. At the time, I was in a long-term relationship that I'd wanted to end for months, but kept losing the balls to do so because we lived together. And because there wasn't anything technically wrong with my boyfriend, I just felt dead inside when I was with him. Punta Cana guy was the opposite. My boyfriend was tattooed.
Is anybody echoing? Y'all hear echo?
I hear the echo.
Damn, I didn't change the setting yesterday. Give me a second. Elgato speakers. Okay, I got it. So here we go. Tell me if there's echo now.
Irresponsible and untethered.
Perfect.
Requires you to pay.
Yeah, but now I can hear it. It's fine. When it loops, let me know.
When I was in my 20s, I met a guy who made me seriously consider ruining my life for 36 hours while I was on a girls' trip in Punta Cana. At the time, I was in a long-term relationship that I'd wanted to end for months, but kept losing the balls to do so because we lived together. And because there wasn't anything technically wrong with my boyfriend, I just felt dead inside when I was with him. Punta Cana guy was the opposite of everything my boyfriend was. Tattooed, irresponsible, and untethered by the demands of a job that requires you to pay taxes. I immediately went back to New York City after the trip and broke up with my boyfriend, panic searched for an apartment, and miraculously found a place willing to approve me and allow me to move in 3 days later. A month later, Punta Cana guy came to visit me in New York. I expected fireworks. Instead, I got a man standing awkwardly in my kitchen asking if I had oat milk. The magic vanished the moment real life stepped in. He wasn't freedom. He was just a decoy that reminded me I wanted it. What I realized then is what I'll offer you now. Sometimes we attach all of our unmet hunger to a version of ourselves we're desperate to return to. A freer, more alive, less autopilot version. But that person isn't always the solution. Sometimes they're just a spark that reminds you you've gone numb. Maybe this guy from 2 years ago isn't your husband. Maybe he's just a lighthouse for the part of you that wants out of something. Not necessarily your relationship, but the version of your life that feels too small, too polite, and too invested in dinner parties where no one says what they actually mean. You don't need to blow up your life, but you do need to ask, what part of me have I silenced in order to be happy? And what would it look like to let her speak without needing to sleep with a ghost from the past to feel like her again?
It's time to do.
All of y'all saw the affair on the Coldplay concert where the CEO of a company and another married woman from I think she was the head of HR, both of them got caught. The man has like a wife that is way more beautiful than the mistress and 4 kids. The woman has a full-blown family. Okay, so looking at this video, my first question, and once again for Pretty and Public Offender, and then the rest of the fellas can go next. And let's think about it. The first question is, can a grounded, emotionally mature man keep a woman long-term without being dominant and edgy? Can a man, I'll repeat it again, that is grounded, emotionally mature, keep a woman long term without being dominant and edgy? Pretty?
It's time to do.
You say yes?
Yes, yes. This
Why?
is I think this is an obvious question. You said why? Because this happens all the time. You said an emotionally grounded man keep a woman long term without being edgy. Yes, I would probably say that's the majority of relationships that actually work out. I'd probably say the relationships that don't work out are the ones where the guy is trying to be edgy, attempting to be something he's not, attempting to uphold a system that doesn't serve him. Majority of the times, those are the relationships that don't work. The one who says, I'm a protector provider and I make the most money, so therefore that means that I should be maintaining some kind of submission or power over you. And once you realize that that's not enough and you need to actually have a personality, relationship fizzles. If a man is emotionally grounded, yeah, oftentimes peace is what keeps a relationship rather than fireworks.
Public offender?
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, of course, I mean, an emotionally grounded man can keep a relationship. And not only can an emotionally grounded man keep a relationship or stay in a relationship, that's really the only way for a relationship to be fruitful, beneficial to both the man and the woman. That in that story, for an example, I think the thing that men get confused is they think that women don't deserve to have a spark and security at the same time. Like they think that women should have to choose between having a man that gets her excited, but also having a man that makes her feel safe and secure. And that's a real fucked up ultimatum to put in front of a person when men don't really have to choose between the two, right? Like we get both. We get the women that excite us and we get the women that, you know, support us and build us up and so on and so forth. So, of course, a man that is mentally stable and emotionally invested is going to be able to keep a woman and to have a great relationship. Like not like keeping a woman is, to me, like selling it short. I don't like even talking like that. We mean keep a woman like she's a pet, but to be in a healthy, productive relationship, yes, absolutely. The men who are emotionally invested the most are the ones who get the most out of the relationship.
But to what you were saying, man, sometimes, bro, it is kind of like keeping a pet pit bull at that. But with that being said, to answer the question, yes, it can be done. And it can be done because I'm so emotionally grounded that it subsidizes the areas you lack in as a woman. Like, let's say you full of drama and you dramatic and you like to argue. Me being emotionally grounded and just knowing that this just a grown ass child that's acting up is what keep the relationship alive. So with that being said, I think it's a win across the board. You definitely can do it with an emotionally grounded person. It's very less of stuff that you can't do with an emotionally grounded person.
And before we go, let me just present our guest today, Millionaire Bachelor, is in the show. Thank you very much for being here.
You're welcome.
How are you doing, sir?
Pretty good. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. 100%.
You got a church stocking on the head now.
We are going. It's okay. Stop picking fights with people. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
We're going to pass the microphone to public offender again, and then Captain and the rest of the fellas. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that that was a weird way to say that it is like keeping a pit bull, but an emotionally stable man probably wouldn't be in a relationship with a woman that was filled with drama. And you know what I mean? Like typically that's not the case. And that's not to say that it doesn't exist, because I don't like speaking in absolutes, but I do like talking about what's most likely to be and what's, and what we see the vast majority of the time. You very rarely see relationships where men are doing the majority of the emotional labor in a relationship. and the woman is playing second fiddle or playing the back seat or playing a position. That's I mean, not to say it again, it exists, but I've never seen it before personally.
Well, I can attest to it. In fact, if you ask a general consensus of men, they'll tell you that most loyal women are crazy. And yes, if you ask the panel, ask the men, the majority of the sentiments is the most loyal women are the craziest. And
this is not a good sample size of men. I'm sorry,
man. I'm sorry. I didn't know you was a man. How many men have you talked to about this prior to today?
This ain't a good sample.
Not any have you.
Majority of loyal women are crazy. That's what you're.
That's the overall sentiment of the men. We got enough men here to take a vote.
I wouldn't call them crazy, 2K, but I would say they are emotional junkies, and they are saying that like women love excitement and love thrills. Look at who they cheat with. Probably not even better than their husband. That's why they have the work husband, because they miss excitement in their life. They have a stable.
He's not talking about the cheating women. He spoke about the loyal women.
No, I'm talking about even the loyal woman. You know the most loyal woman in the planet, the woman that is a man that puts her on the roller coaster of emotions. The man that give her extremely security and he's very predictable and he's very that's true. Like the love of your life is never the good guy. He's always the guy that you couldn't cuff. And for the most part, if you actually think about it, right? What is marriage? Marriage is security. Security is the absence of risk. Once you actually suppress the absence of risk from a woman that is actually like used to get all these ups and downs for 30 years, you are going to definitely be in danger of losing her if you don't infuse a level of excitement in her life that doesn't come with most marriages. So you are absolutely wrong.
Let me break it down to you. Okay, the promiscuous woman that you're talking about, on an extreme level, that they are extremely cool. Like you really don't have a level. I mean, you really don't have a problem of promiscuous women, other than they cheat. They be the coolest motherfuckers ever. You could talk to them. You could be yourself around them. Their problem is that you cheat. Loyal women are just the opposite. They are super loyal, but they crazy.
Because of the disloyalty of men.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, okay, don't give her that, okay. Okay, you're conceding too much, okay.
No, I'm not conceding. I'm
no,
saying
he walked into the point.
No,
wait. Crazy because they're being loyal to someone who is disloyal.
No. So, okay, so it be the insecurity. Let me put that word in there. It be the insecurity of the loyal woman who think that she's being loyal to somebody who's not being loyal to her.
That's rare, brother. And I would.
It's not
the
rare.
Thing is that it is because, okay, the way you're describing it is, or what you're saying. Again, I got to say it early. The logic is circular. So if the woman is crazy, what's making her crazy?
It don't matter. Listen,
hold on, 2K. Hold on, brother. It does matter. It like to say it doesn't matter is crazy. That's crazy. It does.
Okay.
Because it's not like she came crazy. It ain't like she just arrived crazy. She arrived normal, and then she was gaslit, then she was cheated on, and and now she's crazy, right?
That's an excuse. We talk about grown up, sir. There's nothing you can do. Okay.
No, is the opposite.
I'm literally in the middle of a point. It's okay for people to finish their point before somebody else answers, right?
So sorry again, for interrupting you on your show. I apologize. Go ahead.
Good. I appreciate it. So again, trying to frame this as the most, and you switch it to loyal, but good women. First, it was good women are crazy, which I disagree with that wholeheartedly. And I would love to hear, what is your definition of a crazy woman? What does that look like to you? What makes her crazy?
You done talking?
Yeah, what the fuck? Why you don't know how to have a conversation?
And I do know how to have a conversation.
Why do I gotta educate you on how to speak to people? Yes,
hey,
when I'm done,
you ain't got to educate me on nothing.
You respond, brother.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So my opinion of what type of woman you were talking about?
you said a crazy woman. So I'm curious, what is your definition of a crazy woman? What's an example?
Okay, so an example of a crazy woman, and I don't think that's the word I use. I think I use another word, but let's just go with crazy.
You use crazy.
Okay, so women like it's just crazy shit. Like she loyal, you be at home by 4:35 every day. You come home at 4:42, and then she blow up the spot because where are these unaccounted 7 minutes at? Like that's crazy. A person who just coming home from work 7 minutes late. You can take it off of me, man. Let's have a conversation.
And that's what I wanted to say. You want to make a woman crazy? Give her everything. What the men that make women crazy are the boring men, the safe man, the secure man, the docile man. Those men are the men that make the woman crazy because she's itching for excitement. It's not the rowdy man, the edgy man, the men that are charisma. Those men are not making the woman crazy. Those men are the ones that are actually riding the roller coaster with the woman. You want to make a woman crazy? Give us the most safest, lovely, loyal. Give her a man that loves her more than she loves him, and that's when you're going to see a woman going crazy. Give a man that she loves more than the other way around, and you are going to make sure that she's going to be chasing that man like a dog is chasing a butterfly. Crazy is boredom for a woman. Is not cheating and I'm every other woman. That's not crazy for a woman. That's actually what they love. Let me get
you said
Captain.
Crazy is boredom for a woman?
Yes, for a woman, what makes woman crazy is boredom. What makes woman crazy is you having a guy that does everything for you. You know why, pretty? Because y'all hate simps. A simp will do everything you want, will love you, will kiss your feet. That man drives you crazy. Why don't you have a spine? Why don't you push back? Why don't you put your foot down? The risky man, the edgy man, that man will put you on a leash. Sorry for the leash.
Let me tell you how crazy it is when a woman bored.
And by the way, let me just do a mic check real quick because I think it's you, Millionaire. I think you have a little bit of feedback on the back. See if you have like a phone or YouTube on the back.
So
and then after 2K, we go Captain and Millionaire Bachelor and Interrupted. Okay, go ahead.
So let me explain to you the boredom. Okay, if I were to take a woman out of everything, I do everything for her. Hey, I just want you to be a stay-at-home wife. Okay, you just stay at home, just be my wife. You really don't even got to clean. What a woman would do with that boredom time is look for self-destruction in a relationship. You gave her enough time to figure out what you doing with your time. She looking for something in the relationship that's wrong because it's too perfect, and she using the time that you allowed her to have to be bored to self-destruct the relationship. That's boring in itself. I have seen, like, my best friend, man, set his wife down. Man, I'm talking about, she didn't have to do nothing. The time that she had to herself, she looked for shit to break down a relationship. She found out about his mistress. So if she was at work, she wouldn't have had time to find out about it.
What? Hold on, go back to that. He found out about his mistress.
Public offender. Do you not know how to have a conversation? I thought we wait till somebody get done talking, then we talk.
Oh, damn.
I thought that's how we had the conversation. So let's keep that in mind, sir. So what I'm saying, if he took away everything, he'll leave you done from every bill, from every hour of work. Hey, you just stay at home, be a good wife. She used that time to destroy the relationship with. Perfect example.
That's not that would be his fault. But also, it's crazy to say that a crazy woman who is unnecessarily finding things to be upset about and to question you about is not a good woman. And you said that the best women are crazy women. That's why I said your logic is circular, because I wouldn't consider any woman that if I'm 5 minutes late from work questioning me and badgering me, why you 5 minutes late from work? That's not a good woman. I don't want to be with that woman.
That's just a woman. That's just a woman.
I didn't say crazy. I said the most loyal women.
That's what women do. That's what women do. Like,
what women you talking about?
That's what women do. Woman will test you until the day you die. That's what women do. They will find something to be mad about, and then when you pass the test, she just chills and moves away.
Like a mistress, huh? She'll find something to be mad about, like a mistress, huh? That she just
no. That is actually the opposite.
Let me just, if I can go ahead and just really quickly break down this argument.
And then Captain, go next, and a Millionaire Bachelor, please.
Okay,
go ahead, please.
So 2K said, loyal women are crazy.
Fact.
To which we got to the point of, okay, so disloyal women are not crazy. Therein lies when public said circular. Why are the disloyal women not crazy? They're matching energy. That's why.
No, they're not. They're
matching energy.
Okay.
The disloyal women are matching energy. The loyal women are crazy because they are being betrayed while maintaining loyalty. And then you said down the line, the loyal woman is trying to catch you in something. To which, in my opinion, if she is a loyal, usually people who are loyal assume loyalty. So they are not trying to catch you. Most often, people who are jealous and trying to trap you in something are literally the ones who are also cheating themselves. So there is nothing. The most jealous men are the most unfaithful men. They are the ones that are cheating themselves, and they are projecting what they are doing onto you and assuming because they are doing it, you are doing it. So that woman who is loyal, more often than not, is too busy trying to figure out how to keep you happy than trying to figure out what you're doing at work, because she's assuming you are being loyal just like she is.
If that's the case, by your own example, the loyal woman who looking for something to be mad about isn't faithful herself because she's looking for something. That's why that example don't work. Second of all, women, they just, what I typically see women like to do is just throw shit at the wall until something sticks. Like they say, a broke clock is right twice a day. A woman would accuse you talking to every a woman will accuse you to talking to every woman until she finally right. These are just the facts.
If the thing she right about is you having a mistress, then it's worth it, brother.
How many times was she wrong about it until she got it right?
Man,
bars. Captain?
Hey, can you say the question again?
I will definitely say the question again, and afterwards, Millionaire Bachelor. Okay, so can a grounded, emotionally mature man keep a woman long term without being dominant or edgy?
That don't even make sense. That's a stupid question. I don't know who came up with such a stupid question. You can't be grounded.
It was me.
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't know you was you.
No, my feelings are not hurt.
Okay,
I will not cry today.
Grounded man.
You beat my ass 10 times, nigga. I get back up. But I promise you, nigga, when the opportunity present itself again, nigga, I'm gonna shine, nigga.
Man,
in a real way, nigga.
This man is stupid. The reason why I say that, because a grounded man, first of all, is not emotional, which is kind of what I saw in this display here. Even the example that 2K gave about some woman that his best friend set up, and he got a mistress. If he was grounded, he would have just told her, hey, I have more than one woman from the gate. This is what you're walking into. And now that's what a grounded man would do. A grounded man would prepare his woman for what type of relationship it is. Because when he sets her up and she's at the stay-at-home woman, if he's out there dipping, that means he's doing things so that he can dip uninterrupted. And he thinks he has good enough game, but women no game. So he's not even grounded. He's emotional. A real man would just tell the truth. Hey, I either want you just by yourself or I want more than one woman. But a grounded man is not emotional. I wouldn't even put those two terms in the same space. On the subject of crazy, I kind of agree with 2K as far as men liking crazy, just not the type of crazy that he's talking about. Crazy is subjective. I'd say I'm crazy. So when you meet somebody, they could be crazy before you get them in this. I'm using this word because that's the word y'all chose to use. They could be crazy in the sense of a woman is definitely bringing baggage from previous relationships, and so is the man if they haven't corrected themselves. So if a man that's supposed to be grounded, then he's not bringing baggage from previous relationships, but he expects that woman to bring baggage from the previous relationships. And so the goal is to correct that before you actually become intimate with that woman, before you build a relationship with that woman. That way you've grounded her. But what do most men do? If they're enticed by her physically, they'll deal with that crazy because they're enticed with her physicality, and they never think about fixing that until after the fact, when you can get a lot of shit done with the woman that you want to get with and the man that you want to get with if you don't give up the cookie and if you don't smash the cookie. If you set boundaries, if you set rules, that's what a grounded man does. And so when you put that woman in her place before you lay that rod down, that grounded man can sustain that relationship. I'm living proof of it.
So you need to be edgy. So you need to be edgy, right? Like the question is actually rolling.
Okay, so when you say need to be edgy, I wouldn't even disagree with the term edgy, because what you're saying is you got to be able to put your foot down with that woman, because even Fatty said something earlier, which I agree with, when a woman doesn't want a simp. A simp is Klay Thompson right now. Y'all see that video with Klay Thompson and you see Meg the Stallion? Listen, when you see Meg the Stallion showing out at that table, you just see Klay Thompson like looking like, what the hell did I sign up for? Because he's seeing Meg the Stallion. She probably drunk, because that's what she do. She get drunk and she dancing all over the place. And what does Meg the Stallion say about Klay Thompson? Meg the Stallion said, I never been with somebody that treated me so nice. But we know she been with a lot of niggas. Now she been with a lot of them, but nobody treated her nice. And let me tell you something.
I thought the same thing.
And she believes that she wants Klay because at the surface level, Klay is treating her nice, but Klay is being too soft with the niceness. I'm nice to all my women, but I ain't soft. Like if we were sitting at that table, if she was sitting at that table, she would not be jumping, doing all that shit right there. She wouldn't be doing. I wouldn't be sitting there like, God damn, I can't believe I signed up for this. Because you can be nice.
Wouldn't be with you though, because you would.
So look at what is rolling in the bottom. Klay is the grounded, emotional, mature man, but he's not going to give the woman
grounded.
Because he's not dominant or edgy.
No, I wouldn't say he's grounded. No emotional man is grounded.
But he's not emotional. He's actually Klay is actually.
What do you mean emotional man, Captain? What do you mean by that?
I don't think like when we think about a man being emotional. Let me try to be nice. I'm gonna just be nice for now. When we think about a man being emotional, we think about them being out of character. That's what I think of when a man is emotional.
But you just
you think Klay Thompson is acting out of character?
No, I didn't say Klay Thompson was acting.
No, because you said an emotional man can't be a grounded man. And you said Klay Thompson is a grounded man.
He's not grounded.
He's grounded.
Grounded is my
if he was grounded, he wouldn't be treating Meg like every other man has treated her and just letting her get away with it. That's all he's doing.
No, he's grounded. He's staying there, playing his part, not getting on his feelings, not letting people on the internet getting a rise out of him. He's literally being the most grounded man in the world for the type of smoke he's getting. The thing is this.
No
right?
man.
Let me just finish. Let me just finish, Captain. This is what's going to happen, and this is the tale of the domesticated dog and the dragon, right? And please let Millionaire Bachelor join the conversation. This woman been chasing dragons all her life, and now that she's tired of being burned, because that's what dragons do, she went for the domesticated dog. That's Klay Thompson, the respectful, responsible, come from a good family, all of that. And once she gets with him, she's going to resent him to the utmost degree because she's not ready to get a domesticated dog. She's not ready to get a man that doesn't put her phone down. She's not ready to get a man that is literally letting her just wild out and do this and that, and he just doesn't do nothing. So once again, if Klay had an edge, he would have an opportunity to keep her.
But that's
Klay is the ultimate good guy. He's going to lose her.
But
there's no way.
Wait. Let me point out something real quick, brother.
Y'all been talking for about 30 minutes, man. Relax, dude. So now, Fatty, if he was
just went on a tangent, brother, can I respond to it?
He's responding to what I said, though.
I want to respond to what you said.
Okay, but I want to respond to what you said, man. Cry, baby, man. Don't be a crybaby.
If possible, 30 seconds each, and then Millionaire Bachelor uninterrupted.
Wait, now, I just want to point out now, as I was quiet and y'all talked for 30 minutes, I didn't say nothing.
It's fine, Captain.
I gotta get
Fine.
30 seconds.
No, Captain, go ahead. You had 1 minute, Captain.
No, I'll restrict to the 30 seconds.
Captain, do 1 minute.
What I want to point out is that if Clay was grounded, he would be putting his foot down. He wouldn't just be accepting what she's doing. Accepting what somebody's doing is why we call him a simp. That's not grounded. What's grounded about accepting her doing exactly what she did in every other relationship? If I meet a woman and I see the pit and she's telling me, or I observe the pitfalls that she had in the previous relationships, plural, I'm not letting her do the same things if I want to have a successful relationship with her, because that's how those failed. If I let her do that, I'm not grounded. I'm the same emotional as the other men were, and she'll never be fixed or changed, or however word y'all want to put it at. I'm done.
All right. So real quick. A couple things. Klay Thompson has been with just as many, if not more, women publicly than we've seen Megan Thee Stallion be with.
He's a man. Don't do that publicly.
Yeah, no, I don't care, man or not. Hoes is hoes, right? If y'all just gonna arbitrarily call women 304s, then we gotta call men the same thing. So that's first and foremost. I know that was on cookie. Come on, it's just the reality, brother. It's just the reality. And then secondly, it's weird that we're not acknowledging a lot of the moving parts that are happening in this relationship. Megan Thee Stallion is like 30 years old. We've been seeing her in the game for like 6 or 7 years. So you're talking about in her early 20s, talking about a young person and judging them based on their decisions that they were making when they were 20 years old. We literally just watched this woman grow up before our eyes, right? Now she's 30. Now she's with a man that is more developed, more sophisticated, is more established, which makes sense when you think about it, because it is the women that you guys always like to talk about. With like the crazy ones and they're like 19-year-old girls. You're talking about 20-year-old women, right? We're not talking about 30-year-old women, 40-year-old women. You're talking about little girls. 30-year-old women typically want to be with mature men. The vast majority of them do. Those are the men that they end up with. Klay Thompson is a mature. Klay Thompson is a more from the outside, because we don't know none of these people. Klay Thompson presents as a more mature man. He's by far the most financially stable man that she's been with. By far.
No, she not. She was there with a professional soccer
she
player.
had more money than.
No, she not. She was there with a professional soccer player.
Yeah, she was with Lukaku. Lukaku is on par with the earnings, probably.
That's fine. Okay.
But Lukaku is the bad boy. Lukaku is not like the docile play. This guy and public offender, think about it. This is not about her growing. This is about her being 30. She was dating the wildest dudes in the motherfucking planet, all the bad boys, and all of a sudden she meets this good guy, responsible, respectable man on the end of his NBA career, ready to settle and to mingle, no scandals, no nothing. This is about age. This is not about her growing up. This woman is 30 years old. She was not the children.
So what you're essentially saying is
just one second, pretty, because I want to bring Bachelor because he's just frozen to death. Like he's been freezing for a while. And then you can get the microphone and welcome.
Okay, they froze up. I don't care what nobody say. Public offender is Derek Jackson. He just got on a mask right now. He trying to get all the puss out the comments, and
that's not Derek Jackson. And shout out to that's not Derek Jackson. And shout out to the 560.
I'm not even reading the comments.
Shout out to
thing. I'm not even reading the comments. I'm listening to y'all.
So
you jealous?
You
want to get?
I ain't jealous.
I don't need no project that shit on to me.
I don't need no pussy from me.
Don't project that shit on to me. Y'all always show y'all hand as soon as y'all start talking about the women. You show your hand, because I ain't said nothing about nobody.
Nah, see what I don't like is how niggas like you mislead women and set them astray. You doing more harm lying to them.
Iso, I will give y'all both the chance to have a back and forth after Millionaire Bachelor and Apollo 6 go, okay? Millionaire Bachelor, do you want me to repeat the question? What do you have to say about this? Thank you very much once again for being here.
Of course. Can you guys hear me?
Absolutely. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it is you can't really live in a sick society and expect a woman to, not behave erratic. A lot of the times we look at the individual woman, but you have to holistically look at the society. I mean, it's pretty broken. And she's going to operate in more of a frantic and desperate way, if you will. So, I look at it like her wants and her needs are pretty much going to match how severe the society is. And I mean, we're facing a recession. Things are going on in America, and it's been that way for a long time with the ups and downs. So, I can kind of understand why she doesn't want to necessarily get with the loser. In terms of the individual guy that might captivate her, that's one that probably doesn't take her, too much on face value. A lot of the times, women check out when men don't look at the holistic picture. You're focused on a woman, but you're not really focused on the bigger picture. So that's how I would look at it.
Do you think a man can keep a woman, like a good man, a solid man, can keep a woman without being dominant or edgy?
A man that can keep a woman don't, in my personal opinion, they don't ask questions like that. They just act. They just do. With everything going on in society, and a woman is looking at you as, we might not want to agree with this, but a woman is pretty much looking at you as like a provider, and you're talking about such insular topics that, of course, she's going to look down at you. I mean, you're worried about whether a woman is going to be erratic. I mean, that's like guessing if the sun's going to come out. Of course, a woman is a woman.
Yes, but just because you are explaining something doesn't mean you agree, right? Just because you're explaining what the moon is doesn't mean that you are an astronaut. Like, you can talk about topics and not be concerned about that, because I have my own opinion, but some people don't agree with me. And that's why we have the conversation, to see if we can actually meet the middle ground and we can be better afterwards. So I don't believe at all that a grounded, emotional, mature man can keep a woman, because I keep repeating this. Women don't care about right or wrong. Women care about winners and losers. If you are a winner, she's going. If you are a loser, she's not. So
then that means be a winner.
Absolutely. But
I mean, life is more black and white than we want to think about. Of course, she's going to want a winner. I mean, things are such up and down in this society. You got to understand that and I'm not caping for the woman, but you have to understand that life passes through her. You know what I mean? So that's a pretty monumental thing, right? And
she has to Reds have kids.
She has to, there's a lot of pressure on the chick. I mean, if you want to be honest, that's having life within your body. That's a pretty stressful thing. Now, I'm not saying that women should be let off the hook for a lot of the things that they do, but I'm saying as a man, you have to look at it holistically. That's it.
I just want to say something. Having a kid going through your body is a monumental thing. If you had 5 kids, if you have 11 kids, if you was our grandmamas, that's a massive toll on your body. Always be popping kids, taking care of them, doing 5 meals, cleaning 5 clothes. That's tremendous. The modern woman is having 1.5 kids. Respectfully, there's not a giant toll when it comes to woman. You are doing your job. A dog and a rat has more kids on in one time than you will ever have in your life. And we don't call that monumental. We call that what you've been designed here to do. Just like my design is here to suffer for you and to just go ahead and go be miserable, because I want your companionship and I want a legacy. That's our responsibility as people.
So here would be my rebuttal to that. I agree with you 100%, but you also have to understand the psyche, right? The psyche of a woman that's going through that in a system that's a little bit erratic. Things are up and down. So I might agree with you that, yes, that's her responsibility, but we still have to take in consideration what's going through her head in a society that's not together.
Okay, so at what point in society, at what point in history was society was together for women to have these babies?
Sorry, I was on mute. Probably when the economy was a lot better. I mean, we're in the middle of a recession right now.
So when women was having babies in caves, what was they doing then?
I mean, I would say
what was their behavior then?
In the caves?
Yeah.
I would assume they would.
Would you like to say that it'll be a lot more worse if they was living in caves versus what it would be in today's time?
Which one would be worse, caves or today's time?
White people was in the caves, man.
Captain.
All right.
Understanding this.
I can't believe he brought up caves, but if you're gonna bring up caves,
no, I'm saying because by his logic, women are doing what they are doing today because of how society is.
Can you read hieroglyphics? Do you know what the women said back then about how it was to be in the caves? Did they report back? Did you read any dissertations on what women wrote in hieroglyphics on their experiences in the caves?
Yeah, but
no, and neither did you.
But that's the point. If that's the case, how do you know women were abused? They couldn't even write. How do you know it's not a
speaking of abusive women from caves.
No. Like so you talk about how men suppressed women for thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years and all that. Most women did not read, and the story that were being depicted was by men. How do you know it's not a novel? We kind of take it as face value that certain things were happening that are depicted in history. So we can be picking and choosing because respectably, very respectful, women are erratic, period. Women are boats in the wild motherfucking ocean, and it's your job as an island to grab that motherfucking boat and to put the anchor down so she can have a little bit of peace and stability. There's no time in history.
You can't do that.
There's no time in history where women were not emotional and very stoic and very grounded and in control of their feelings. Women always been erected.
I'm not saying that, but you have to understand social media is literally at its all-time highest. That's why we're here, and you have to understand that. What an algorithm does, it watches people and it locks people inside of watch times. I know this is a little bit out there, but what I'm essentially saying is the society is sick right now, and mainly because of social media.
If you saying the society is the reason why we getting these crop of women, I'm asking you, do you think that this is the worst society that civilization has ever been in?
Sick right now. Well, let me answer that. Social media.
If you saying a society is the reason why we getting these crop of women, I'm asking you, do you think that this is the worst society that civilization has ever been in?
Let me answer that. Social media.
If you saying a society is the reason why we getting these crop of women, I'm asking you, do you think that this is the worst society
that was me, my bad.
So the answer to your question is, when I go overseas and maybe I go to
that's a yes or no question, bro.
No, it's not a yes or no question. You don't get to dictate how I speak. You ask me a question, you're gonna listen to me or you're not.
Because you talking in circles. I ain't got no time for this politician.
I'm talking in circles.
Yes or no?
Listen, man.
This is what an emotionally grounded man looks like.
Which one?
We all know which one.
Me. That's me. They're talking about me, friends. Wait.
My bad, y'all. My bad.
2K and Captain owe me $50, $25 each. I will be receiving them in compensation. I will get that in food stamps. Okay. So I'll be waiting for your food stamp.
Hey, so you mean to tell me he left and y'all calling me emotionally not ground? Oh, okay.
No, that was not me. That was Captain saying somebody's emotional.
No, I didn't say, no. I didn't say anybody. I said we know who it is. I didn't say you.
I know who y'all referring to.
But that's you. But I didn't say you.
Yeah, but you see who left. So who holding the bridge up?
You're not holding a bridge. You're actively putting a sledgehammer to it.
I'm not
crashing it. Like there's nothing that you have said that has made any lick of sense.
I'm first of all, listen. That's how what I just did.
No, I'm being so serious. Like there has not been one thing you've said I've been able to follow, like in a real fashion where I'm like, man, this logic makes sense.
Babe,
like,
that's why you got 2 ears, okay?
Well, no, I've been listening.
This what you doing. This what I need you to do.
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Don't be disrespectful now because I'm
not. Because I'm trying to help you out. I'm reading the panel of the poison. I'm reading the panel of the bullshit. We got one bullshitted dude out of here. We gonna get public defender out of here too.
Let's not do that. You sat and had a discussion with the
You're the only one triggered.
Had a whole dissertation back and forth.
I'm passing it.
I guess we're going to have to put pretty on the thumbnail this time. So to kind of refocus
I
the
wouldn't
question.
say she triggered though. I would disagree.
No, you're good. You guys do what you need to do. This is part of the game. We need to be a little bit more emotional resilient.
You need to be more grounded. Remove emotional from a man's vocabulary. That's not manly.
Yes. So let me get Topple in 6 real quick, and then I want to hear Public Offender. Why is he doing the faces that he's doing to the crowd? And once again, there's 587 people watching. Support the content creator where you are watching the show. Okay, I would appreciate that. Like the video. We are going to have all the links in the description. 6, you have something to say about what we're talking about, or you want a question?
Oh.
You
sound staticky, brother. You sound staticky.
Try now. Give me a 1, 2, 3 testing now.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Nah, you sound bad. I can hear it when he's not talking. You can hear the popping.
Yes, because this Chrome is going crazy lately. Okay, if y'all are having like difficulties with the streaming, just go to Microsoft Edge or to Safari or to any other device that is not Chrome. It's kind of going to just leave and come back. 6, probably going to get better. Public Offender, do you have like, because you were nodding your head, like anything that we said, like you didn't agree?
Like I disagreed. Yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I really haven't heard much. The millionaire dude wasn't really saying nothing. He wasn't making no sense. 2K not making no sense. And I'll be specific because I don't use vague terms. So the discussion, first of all, the reason why the whole thing is dumb is because it's already starting off rooted in a lie that women are unstable. Like of the two genders, right? Like if you want to say women are unstable, if you want to say humans are unstable, which I wouldn't even give you that, but that would be more of something that we could prove, right? But if of the two genders, if men are the stable ones and women are unstable, I would love to see the evidence on this, because I can tell you 10 ways from Sunday how men are actually unstable, how men are actually the ones out here causing the harm, killing people, abusing kids. Like, what are we talking about? Yelling when
men are on the so Public Offender, men are on the extremes. They are the most docile, then they are the most aggressive. Women are in the middle of the spectrum. Yes, absolutely. Yes, that's exactly what it is, because it's a very small percentage of men that is extremely violent, and there's a very small percentage of men that is extremely docile. Like, women usually are in the middle. Women go from one spectrum to the other one. Men are just the epitome of it, but it's a very small percentage. It's like you're saying, it's like you're saying men are on the top of society. They're not. It's a very small percentage of men in the top. There's a bunch of women between the top percentage of men, and then the average man is actually below the average woman. That's actually what it is.
So I know, like,
that's not again. And here's what I'm saying. So if we're just saying right now, this is proving how emotional men are. The things you're saying is rooted in your emotion, not in logic. Nothing logical or scientific. You can't substantiate these claims. Even observably, you can't. Hold on, Fatty. Can I finish what I'm saying, brother?
Absolutely.
Even observably, you can't substantiate these claims. Let's remove studies and all of that stuff from it, right? Let's just go with what we see, right? All of us up here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 men up here. I bet anything, and one woman, I will bet you anything, us 5 men are 10 times more violent. I'm talking about today, right now. 5 of us violent, whatever, we'll fight, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do men. That's what men do. I don't think anybody up here is scary. I think it's all the same thing. So when you say these things that men are less, or they're the most docile people are men, and the most extremely violent people are men, that doesn't track. Like, logically, that doesn't track. The majority of men are violent. The majority of men have a high propensity
Can I say something?
for violence.
Absolutely,
And
Captain. You know why it tracks?
I'm saying he up here to get pussy, man. I'm
No,
telling you, this nigga.
no, it ain't even about getting vagina or nothing like that. But
Yeah, you slow, bro.
it's like we got to make sure we understand what type of.
I can tell you used to screaming and spitting on your phone
Hold
by
on,
yourself. You're not used to talking to
if
people.
we're having a conversation about relationships, violence has nothing to do with the makeup. And I think what happens when you have gender war, violence has nothing to do with the makeup. That we're not talking about who's most violent. When we talk about being emotionally unstable, ain't nobody talking about who beating whose ass. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about who's emotionally grounded. That's the word y'all use. I told y'all to take emotional out because an emotionally grounded man is not grounded at all. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about like you. First of all, I know in these spaces y'all gotta have these gender wars, but there's no winner in either subject on either side. You told him to remove data, and then you just said in the scenario that the five of us are more violent than pretty, and then you brought data in here that's not even factual. You would have to prove that the five of us on the stage are violent and do
I can
violent.
guarantee you that you are, though.
You would have to prove that we actually out here are violent. Violent means that I'm actively out there causing harm to people. That's violent. Okay, so a public offender, tell me what violent means to you.
That's not what I said, though. I was
You
saying
said
that
the
us
you
five
said
up
the five,
here. I
us
said,
five up here.
I'll tell you what I said, Captain.
Yeah.
You must have misheard. I was saying our propensity, which I literally said that word. I said our propensity for violence is higher than pretties, and I was saying that not actively. I'm not putting that jacket on any of us up here. I'm assuming that we're all upstanding citizens and we got families, and you know what I'm saying, and we take care of our business. That's what I'm assuming. But that doesn't negate the fact that our propensity for violence is exponentially higher than a woman, than the average woman, than pretty, than whoever. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
So
so now when you word it that way, that still doesn't fit the conversation that we're having, because the propensity of violence is innate in every man, because the man is the natural defender. The woman is not bred. The woman is not bred to go out there and defend the man. If the man and woman is together and the attacker is there, the man doesn't look at her and say, "What are you going to do?" The woman looks at him and say, "It's." In matter of fact, she don't even look at him. There's an expectation of that. So the violence.
Why is it that we always feel the need to go?
I think. Hold on, real quick. I'm good. I'm just trying to make sure I'm good.
Yeah,
This is starting to become a disingenuous conversation, because if me and Captain Cesariak were the same men, we're supposedly good men, and we were fighting for the honor of a woman, she'd want to get with the man that didn't get his behind whooped. She'd want to be with the most dangerous man. She'd want to be with a man who can exemplify violence when it's needed, than to be with a man who can't even defend himself or fight. This is when this conversation starts to become disingenuous. Plus, women and men are both can be violent. Doesn't mean most of them are violent. But if you want data, public offender, men's violence has decreased. From the Bureau of Justice Statistics, decrease in violence and victimization of rate of males in 2019, 2020 went from 1.17 to 0.97%. Over long periods from 1993 to 2002, FBI data shows a 49% drop in violent crime. But arrest rates for women for violent crimes increased by 317% between 1980 and 2019. Please no interruptions. Please no interruptions. The proportion of females in state and federal prisons incarcerated for violent offenses increased from 35% from 2006 to 46% in 2021. So women are becoming more violent. Men are becoming less violent. So can we have an honest conversation? But it doesn't make most women violent, and it doesn't make most men violent. This is why it becomes disingenuous, because we talked about this other day on Public Offender. Sisters delete the most babies outside in the womb and outside. Let me finish. And outside the womb, but we don't say that women are dangerous to children and that we should keep women away from children. We just acknowledge who's doing those acts and those women that doesn't. And that's how I know y'all are red pill and you manipulate, because you can say that doesn't make women dangerous and you don't conflate that to all women. So why don't you show the same grace to men and go, you know what? There are men, there are deleters, there are men who are violent and abusive, but most men don't do that. But y'all dangerously do this to make men look bad purposely when most men don't perpetuate that behavior.
So I got a question for any man up here, real quick, because my brother mentioned it, right? So I got a question for you. When you talk about a woman being attacked, like Ali just brought up, and a man needs to defend her, Who is most likely to be the attacker?
But that means that's a moot point.
No, answer that question. Like, hold on.
Point.
Like 2K said, that is a yes or no question. That is a black or white question, brother.
Like,
who is most likely to be the assailant? That's all I want to know.
If you go into a swimming pool, what's most likely to drown a human being? That's what you're doing.
I'll answer
the
question.
I rest my case.
A woman won't count us for a woman.
Wait, let me answer the question.
There are 15% men and women on this planet. So for you to compare there being more water in this ocean, that's not how that works.
That's how I know you're not listening. That's not what I said.
50% men,
that's not what I said.
women.
What you're saying is
what?
No,
Ali, first of all, I've been trying to speak.
Pretty, that's not what I. But pretty. This is our show, right? When you run your show,
yes, and
when you run your show, hold on, pretty. When you run your show and you want people to stop talking, we all stop talking. So public defender doing the same thing. If you come over here, show the respect to the host when we're talking to stop when the host stops. No, but I'm talking right now, and you still trying to talk over me, pretty. That's what's happening.
You have interrupted me every single time I've been.
No, I didn't. See, I haven't even talked the whole show. That's what I mean by this.
Let's 1 second. Let's not have the conversation about the conversation. Ali. Yeah. Say exactly what you said and let Pretty reply. Yes.
Pretty. When you're on your show, it don't matter when you want to talk. People got to stop talking. That's what we're saying. When you play that role and you play that hand and on this show, but when you're on your show, nobody makes us out to be victims. You have the right to Pretty. Pretty. I literally got blocked off your show, and so is Fatty, and kicked off your show. We don't play victim. We just laugh it off. Like, come on. You gotta stop with that.
And you're sitting here bringing that up on here.
Look, see what I'm saying? You're doing it right. No, it's not. We don't take it as that serious. But when we're speaking,
but you're bringing it up, so you do
because you're making a moment right now while I'm speaking instead of saying let Ali talk on his show, right? Right?
Ali, please clarify what you want to say and Pretty rebut.
It's dangerous rhetoric to keep making men look a certain type of way so you can justify your bad behaviors, or a woman don't have to show that she has to have autonomy of her body and control herself and be a woman and not let somebody make her go off her square when she wants to blame somebody. If a man, like Captain Tazariak was talking, if you a man and a woman can get you off your square and you start being soft and you want to be a sucker, you want to be a Klay Thompson, Klay Thompson has to take accountability for his behaviors and who he chooses to be with. We already know who Megan Thee Stallion is. What y'all like doing is going, you know what? She a 304 because of what Michael did. She uses men and disrespects men because of what John did. Y'all want autonomy over your bodies. You want to be 50-50, treat it equal to men. And then you don't want to take responsibility for when you acting up. Like, hold yourself accountable for what the sisters are doing, just like we hold brothers accountable for what they're doing. That's all we're saying. If most men are not dangerous to women, stop trying to make it seem like that men are out here being violent and dangerous. Most men to women. Those are those men that we need to address that are dangerous, just like there's women beating on women. But we're not saying women are dangerous because women are hitting women when we know y'all hit each other the most. Women have the highest DV, you have the highest divorce rates, but we don't go, that's all women.
And by the way,
yes, you quite literally do.
And by the way, shout out to Lou the Legend for gifting 70 untouchable memberships. Thank you very much.
Let's say this. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Lou. Once again, I appreciate you. We'll read the super chats in a few minutes. Go ahead, Pretty, and interrupt it.
Thank you. So what you just said, the majority of men are not doing this. We're not speaking about what the majority of men do. We're speaking about the presence of violence. And over 90% of times when violence occurs, the perpetrator is a man. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how everyone goes home every day and everyone's safe if we're addressing violence. Let's go ahead and be a little bit myopic here. And let's bring it down to when we are addressing violence. And absolutely, overwhelmingly, y'all show up. You guys have an A, over 90%. That is an A, almost an A+ level of violence that y'all have. Anytime that there is violence, the perpetrator is a man over 9 of 10 of those times. So if you're stating that that does not mean the majority of times there is violence, it is at the hands of men. We are not speaking. Listen, we can go ahead and speak about the good men and, oh, it's not all men. That is a stupid argument to have if we're speaking about the issue. So let me go back to something really quick because I've been waiting to talk for quite a while. if we're going to sit here and minimize what women's contributions are in the way of childbirth, I agree with you. It's so minimal and it's so unimportant, 2K. So let's stop doing it. If it's minimal and it's unimportant, let's just not. If it's petty, it's unimportant. We don't go through that much. It ain't nothing. It's not a big deal. We have less kids than rats. You know what? W rabbits. They're doing so much of a better job. W to the rabbits. Let's stop doing it. And you wonder why, if it was so minimal, why are we being policed so much? If it was so minimal, why are we being policed so much when we decide not to do it? It's not minimal. So let's not go ahead and minimize it unless you just want us to just pause. Because what you're telling me is that I'm wasting my time.
Did you answer? Was that the reply to what I said?
Yes. So I replied to both because I've
been. Yeah. So you have our jobs. You have your job and I have my job. I am not minimizing the fact that you took care of the kids. I just want to acknowledge you that I spend the whole day hunting and fishing. I don't want to minimize the fact that you are birthing kids. Is that I was outside fighting the next tribe from invading ours. I don't want to minimize your lack of emotional restraint. I'm just saying that I have to be emotionally restrained every day, because if I'm not emotionally restrained, I'm going to be a danger to the people around me. That's my job as a man. Me wanting a pat on the back for being emotionally restrained is not a motherfucking award. This is not a participation award. I should be restrained around the people that I love, and I should unleash that shackles to people that actually are in danger to my people. So when you complain about men being violent, when the next tribe invades, I want the soft man like Public Offender and all the men that you support to go ahead and to motherfucking try to protect them from the Vikings. Violence is not bad. Because you love violence when it's against people that you don't like. You love gossip when it's against the people that you don't like. You love character assassination when it's against people that you don't like. But as soon as he turns to woman, oh my God, I don't want to. Well, if you believe that women are the same as men, we deserve the same sympathy and we deserve the same motherfucking leadway that you get from women just for existing pretty. So yes, do your job. Your job is to have kids, and you want to have kids. We don't live in, one second, please. We don't live in a time where women are getting kids by men pushing them to have kids. These women want to have kids. That's why they only have one, because they only can handle one. Right? So if you are having kids and you want kids, because I thought women wanted kids, right? Why are you putting shit on a man and pretending it's a burden? You don't want them? Don't have them. If you want them and you have them, there's responsibilities and stress and trauma and whatever that comes with actually having those kids. So you don't deserve a participation award for doing what your grandmama did 10 times. Sorry.
They're not even doing what grandma did. They take an epidural. They taking every shortcut they can. Y'all not having births like real women used to have. Y'all ain't going through that same pain. Y'all ain't nothing like these women used to be.
But they flip flopping, because they'll say we're not just baby makers. That doesn't make us special. Well, being married doesn't make us special. Having a kid doesn't make us special. Y'all downplay it every chance you get until you have an argument with a man or woman, and then you use it as a badge of honor to make us think you important. Y'all lie every single day, and it's
damn.
All y'all.
I just want to before you.
Ali, repeat the last 20 seconds. You froze.
Dang. It's not special to them till they want it to be special. It's always at their convenience. They're as soon as they get in an argument with a man or woman, they'll brag about the fact that they married, and they'll brag about the fact that they got a child, and that the woman is childless and single, and the man is childless and single.
Thanks.
I just want to highlight we got totally away from the question, but y'all got it.
Yes, let me go ahead and get SD and Opal 6, and then I'll read the super chat, because there's a couple of questions. Does Fatty hunt and fish or fight ever? Do you have 11 kids? Do you clean your clothes in the river? Do you have to cook every day, or you order out? Do you have Uber Eats? Do you have a Rumba? Do you have Wi-Fi? Do you have Netflix? Like do you have nannies? Do you have? Come on, man. We are not doing what our grandparents doing. Y'all not doing what our what y'all grandmamas was doing. So just shut the fuck up. There's a reality. Your life, you are the most privileged person on the history of mankind. All of us in this panel, we have food on the fridge. We are not running from tigers. We have shelter. Come on, man. Why are you trying to come around and pretend like you are struggling? You're struggling because you want to struggle. Congratulations, you have first world problems. Solve it. Stop crying.
Like a true white supremacist.
What?
Bro, it's insane. I'm telling you why he here. Y'all don't believe me. This nigga's here
you know what's funny? No, it's okay. Hey,
this is Derrick Jackson.
No.
Bro, I'm telling y'all.
White supremacy.
That was wild. That was wild.
Public
This
offender.
nigga's here for
Public
pussy. I'm
offender.
telling you.
No. Correct this statement, right? Because I know you're pandering for your crowd. Correct this statement. In 2000, people that live in the West in 2025 are the most privileged, safe, and powerful people in the history of mankind. They live the longest. They have the better quality of life. They don't die from disease. They don't die giving labor. They don't die in wars. Like, do you disagree with this statement, sir?
That technology advances have made us safer and secure. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
So why are you saying white supremacy? Why is it white supremacy? White supremacy? What's that
shit? You're conflating. Hold on, Pillsbury Doughboy. You're conflating two different things. You're conflating that we are more technologically advanced versus that we are actually in a position to just level up, like pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and that's what you're saying. Right, so you sound like a white supremacist.
So
that's just the reality. Talking about it's your problem, boo-hoo, cry, be better. Like,
Captain, 1 second. Captain, do you saw how I emotionally I controlled myself and I didn't lash out on him when he called me fat? Let me prove how we are living in the safest, most prolific, abundant in the history of mankind. We are so safe that public offender can paint his nails yellow every week without getting lambasted in the street. This man goes every 2 weeks. This man every 2 weeks paints his nails yellow. Well, we are so safe in this motherfucking planet that if you were born when my parents were born and you were painting your nails yellow, you'll be smacked in that motherfucking face and somebody You are safe as ever, sir.
I got you.
So
I think you got it. I think you got it twisted.
Like a motherfucking bad bitch.
I got you. So I think you got it twisted. I think you think that I'm safe because
I'm a bad bitch.
I think I'm safe.
I'm a bad bitch.
Okay. So I think you think I'm safe because of the damn age we're in, but you're projecting I'm safe because ain't nobody gonna do shit to me. I'm safe because who the fuck? I'm safe because y'all niggas ain't gonna do shit to me.
Yeah, you right.
Ain't no nigga gonna run up on me and do shit to me.
That's because we don't hit girls, bro. That's because we don't hit girls.
Fingernails painted.
Is that violence?
We are violent. Are
you perpetuating violence?
Let me give me a second. Let me respond.
Not even pretty.
Hold on, brother.
You nodding while he's trying to talk about
your fingers about this. Your fingers about this long, my nigga. You need to calm down. Look, so here's the thing. You see the city. It's the city I grew up in, born and raised. I'm Long Beach, California. How I grew up and where I live, my nigga, I could do whatever the fuck I want to do. Ain't nobody gonna do shit. That's the reality. As long as you don't disrespect nobody, which I don't, I keep it pushing. I mind my own business. Don't nobody care. We just living, we existing. You thinking like it's 1950, talking about, oh, we're safe now because nobody's gonna run up and slap you because you got your fingernails painted.
Yes.
Cool. That's not true because queer folk are still victimized.
You're literally making this point.
You go, girl.
Oh, 1 second. Just let him finish. Okay. He was talking about white supremacy, even though he has a white wife. We're going to let him finish, and then we are going to let Opulent go. Okay? White supremacy.
Hold on, I got to respond to what he said.
No, but let him finish.
Y'all can respond after I'm done. I got you.
So let me say something right before when he's done because it's a lot.
Can I finish what I'm saying? I just want to finish what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that again, the people, queer folk are under attack, right? From a lot of strange dudes that are closeted gay men, and they lash out and they have a problem dealing with their own masculinity because they don't know what masculinity is, right? The men who get upset at things like fingernail polish are often if you're worried about another man's sexuality, that says more about your sexuality than mine. Because I don't give a fuck. I'm married. I'm completely okay in my sexuality. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who you hunching on, as long as it's consensual. I know Fatty like to hunch on 18-year-old girls. He like little girls, but that's you know what I'm saying? That's between him and the police. I'm saying as long as who you hunching on is an adult and it's consensual, I don't care whether it's a man, a woman. It don't matter to me how they identify. I don't understand why grown men who claim to be heterosexual are concerned with other men's sexuality.
Because you thinking like you a man, because you thinking like a man, but you a woman.
Let him land. Hold on, let him land. So
that's stupid.
I want to make it obvious.
Hey, we know you don't.
Okay, let him land. Hold on.
You know 2K don't know shit about gender.
Hey, I don't know shit about your gender.
You going for sound bites. You a woman.
Hey, you go, girl. You go, girl.
The sister and brothers were anti-violent.
I ain't do this with no girl.
Okay, hold on, y'all.
Like a runaway slave, nigga.
Both of them were just talking about being anti-violent, right? Or everything they talking about, right? He just called Fatty fat, but he won't never call the 4 out of black sisters that are overweight and obese. Women and men telling men what to do, and now he just a male feminist saying he'll do whatever the hell he want to do, while Pretty and his supporters nodding their hand. A man supposed not be worried about his sexuality, but you just saying that the man dealing with 18-year-old and kids, like you talking about his work.
Damn.
Hey, I'm gonna just call you gay until he come back.
So you gotta make it. You gotta be consistent. If we supporting fat people, make sure we supporting fat men. If you wearing fingernails, make sure you support gay brothers. You gotta be consistent, brother. Everything you say you can do and whatever the hell you want to do, and Pretty can nod her fingers because you support women's bad behaviors. Make sure you support males' bad behaviors as well too. You contradicting yourself and you're not being consistent, because if men have to be righteous, so does a sister and the brothers who keep supporting them being unrighteous. And that's what you're doing. All you're doing is bashing men for being men, but you getting support.
It's my moment to tell you that you gay until he come back.
Ali, we got almost everything you wanted to say. Almost everything.
We're not in high school. I don't give a fuck about a nigga that can't speak English calling me gay.
Go ahead. Like, I'm not calling you gay because you said no. 1 second. I'm not calling
y'all.
No. Public. I support the public. I'm a lefty. I actually support the LGBT community. They can do whatever the fuck they want. But what I won't do is paint my nails and then say, we are being attacked. You sound like Jesse Smollett.
You won't do a sit-up either, Fatty. What does that mean to me? You can't do a pull-up. What is that? That's what I'm saying. You won't walk a mile.
It's fine. I can do
can we get the personal shots out the way and get actually?
Yeah, let me go.
We are going to be emotionally. We are going to be emotionally mature.
Cross the line. Cross the line.
Hey, this is what I was telling about Cap on the beginning of the show. Ali,
what I do want to say though, public offender got offended when all Fatty was saying, if you just break it down simplistically, is that we don't complain about women not doing what their grandmothers did, so stop complaining about the men not doing what the grandfathers did. No matter if you agree with it or not. He actually just leveled the playing field. But public defender came in there and had to chomp on that one. Really, it just made it even Steven. The modern woman doesn't do what the woman did in the 50s. The modern man doesn't do what the modern man did in the 50s. Who could argue with that?
Yeah.
Yes. And
I don't think that is that wasn't what I was saying.
That's exactly what you.
It doesn't matter if it doesn't look. The modern women nowadays, as far as I know, they still cook, clean, take care of the kids, do all the emotional labor in the relationship the same way our grandmothers did, right? But the modern man make $50,000 a year and can't afford to pay all the bills, and he can't afford to send everybody to that? Like that. That's just reality.
But if
the modern man has fallen well behind the modern woman. But the modern woman,
if I could highlight one more time,
bring that back. The modern man has little to no value.
Let me just highlight. When you level the playing field, and this is why I hate gender wars. When what Fatty said, he gonna complain about y'all and y'all don't do that. Don't complain about we and what we do that. And then when I recap that he just leveled the playing field, when you come in to try to big up the woman and then make the man seem like he ain't doing it, you're creating the gender war. You're recreating. Fatty leveled the gender war, made it to where neither one of us could talk shit to each other. You just brought the gender war by saying women do cook, but the man that's making 50,000 don't. So the only one that wants a gender war is you. Fatty said, fine.
Because he trying to pander. I told you,
I just want to finish. If it's fine, I won't say nothing about what you don't do. You don't say nothing about what I don't do. But what you want, public defender, is you want to be able to down the men to big up the women. Now I see why 2K is saying you chasing pussy.
Yeah, his strong dookie looking at.
The reality is that men are not.
I ain't co-signing the name.
I'm with it. You told me to get it out. That nigga look like he smell like daycare blankets. I'm gonna get on your ass because I know what you here for. You a panderer. You a Derek Jackson Jr. I know niggas like you.
Hold on.
He's going to like it if you get on his ass.
Hold on. Let me get this off.
Like you, bro.
Voices, Fatty.
Stevenson, calm down. This is what I want to say. So to Captain, I don't believe in a gender war. There is no gender war. It's a gender genocide. It's like saying that racism goes both ways. Like black people are just as bad. It's a genocide.
Explain that.
Being genocidal and homicidal towards women and children and any feminine presenting people in the world. That's proven. That's a fucking fact. There is no war. A war implies that there is a fight on both ends. Where's the fight for women? How are women? Name any institutional oppression that women are responsible for. Name one. Name one systemic problem.
See how you still want a gender war? See how we saying level the playing field? And the first thing you want to do is say
question. Y'all don't answer it. I know I got you.
That's not true.
Answer the questions, man.
That's not true.
Do you know what the leading cause?
Hold on, y'all. This is all I'm gonna say, man. If you and your feelings, man.
Don't sit here and talk shit like what's gonna pop up, what's gonna do this. If you're gonna cross the line, cross the fucking line. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, I'm with that. I support it.
Let's move on. All right, we crossed that line.
Let me cross the gun line, boss.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just move
Ollie,
on.
I can't believe you played that video, man.
Let's once again, friends. Let's get the people in the.
That's me, by the way, in real life. That's me in that video.
Let's get the people in the bottom.
Hold on, I need to say one more thing. Public film. I just want you to know once it came out that you painted nails. That you get your nails painted.
Cares,
I know. Wait. No. Be quiet. I just want you to know when it came out that you got your nails painted.
You ain't got nothing to add to the conversation.
No. I just want you to remember. They're pretty.
Funny, not funny.
They're pretty.
Exotic. Weird.
It's not. She's with it.
She's with it. I remember. Listen, when it came out that you painted your nails, Pretty put her motherfucking mic on mute, and she stopped defending your motherfucking ass. Remember that?
No.
Yeah, you did. You ain't had nothing to say.
Triangulate her against me like a weird nigga.
Weirdo.
Just like a weird nigga.
We caught you, Pretty.
She got your ass.
Hey, let's get
I'll pay for you a pair, nigga.
And I did just like that.
Let's get the fellas in the corner involved, Six and SD, and then we're going to read the super chat. And by the way, Captain, it's very rich of you to say stop the public insults when you literally ran the guy on the thumbnail by giving him public insult. It's very.
I did what? You said I did what?
So you ran that man away by personal insulting. You said, you know what?
So I want to make sure.
Don't sit here and talk shit like what's gonna pop up, what's gonna do this. If you're gonna cross the line, cross the fucking line. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here.
Go ahead, Six and SD. I see you, Cap. You're not going to do that to us today. Six and SD. I apologize for taking so long. My bad.
No, it's okay. I'm actually kind of enjoying the banter. I'm getting lost. It's meandering all over the place, but just go ahead
with the big words. Okay, no.
Let the man. Hey, why are we asking guys want to fight each other? So
no, it just jogged in my memory.
You said no personal shit. No,
playing the brother with the big word. That's not personal. Y'all calling each other fat, pink nails, yellow nails.
I'm fat technically. I'm fat.
Okay. All right. Good.
And by the way, happy birthday to me. I'm 36. Right about. Y'all can keep going now. Opulent.
Yeah, let's get back to the show, man. Come on.
Opulent and SD, please go ahead, and then we get Lady J in the boot diesel. Go ahead, Six.
I really don't have anything to add at this moment right now. It was hard trying to keep up with public offender. He obfuscated a lot, meandered a lot, and it just went on so long. I can't even dive into the minutia of what he was saying. Like I literally, it was hard to keep up. But what is wrong with everybody?
Hey, what are y'all doing there? God damn.
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Hey, Six, don't listen to them. They're just funny because they don't know words. They haven't been to school.
Oh.
They didn't went to college. They're 6th grade dropouts. Go ahead.
I believe that men and women both contribute something different to society. And like my brother Ali said, it's disingenuous when you compare apples to oranges. So it kind of makes the whole conversation disingenuous, especially when you conflate what's primal to a man and conflate it with what's not primal to a woman. That whole conversation is already in bad faith, and no one's going to win because you guys are using two different metrics and literally using the gender's propensity or intrinsic nature against the opposite gender. It's the conversation becomes moot when we do that. So if we can recenter it or have another launching point, we can go from there. Other than that, if nothing else, has been wonderfully entertained. But I will say this, I don't know where public offender went, but hopefully he's listening. I want to let you know, did you know if you took your bottom lip and connected it to your top lip and left it that way, that no one would know that you were imbecile?
Yeah. And Pretty, you need to police up your zesty bestie because he got y'all looking bad right now.
No, you can't be
no.
45 minutes to come up with that subpart insults. That was not good. That was not good.
Come on, you need to fight for your gay friend in here.
All the words and no wit.
Pretty, why you ain't fighting for why you ain't fight for Fatty when he called him fat? But you fight for the fat woman.
Because I'm not the ally. I'm not a woman. But you know what's funny? When I call her friend fat, she got mad at me.
Fatty, him never should have called you fat. Fatty, hold on. Fatty, him never should have called you fat. No,
yeah, Bombaklat. Wagwan. Let's get Ali, you froze again. Goddamn it! Get on your phone, man.
I just stopped. I stopped.
Just get on your phone, bro. You're not going to be able to do it.
I'm frozen for real.
No, you're not frozen.
You're just frozen.
I made it look like I was frozen.
Public defender over here fighting Doogie Dames. Oh, he didn't go. I told y'all he was gonna leave.
He has to take his kids to the pool.
No.
This time. Shout out to.
I told you I was gonna get that nigga up out of here. That's two down. Rest of y'all real niggas. Be good.
And I just want to make sure that I actually say this. I didn't start it this time. He called me fat first. I had to call. I
did call you fat first. I was actually caught off guard. I didn't think he would do that. No, because nobody had did that. I was actually
and it's kind of fucked up because most of his supporters are fat women, so it's kind of fucked up in my opinion. But let's get SD running.
White women, fat white women, because that's
fat black woman. He marries white and he preaches black.
The black man team is a fat white woman.
Fatty. I just want to say this. I told you I was gonna get the two pandering niggas up out of here. They gone.
No, they blame me for the millionaire dude.
The millionaire was Captain Absolute.
I thought that was light though. I didn't think that was that.
It was me. We're gonna have to rewind the footage. That's me.
That's me.
It was nothing.
Y'all finished talking and then I start talking. You thought I was talking about you and he left. That's me.
Yeah,
that's me. Okay, listen, we're gonna give a half a sack. You get half, I get half. It's a half a sack.
Real men don't race quit.
Hey, and SD, please.
Real men don't raise.
SD, overtalk these men, and please, hey Lou sent 130 memberships today, man.
Oh shit!
Shout out to my brother Lou, the legend, the Brazilian legend. I appreciate y'all, and please screenshot all the motherfucking haters that are going to get memberships today, friends. I'll count it.
Yeah,
that's your SD
money right
there. Go ahead.
Yeah, so. Yeah, they was just talking about earlier when I first came in, the violence of men and different things like that, right? Which is true to a certain standpoint. 60-some% of men do the violent crimes and all those things. True. I will give you that. There's 1,200,000 whatever men in jail. It's 116 million men here in the United States. So that's a very small percentage of men in the grand scheme of things. when we talk about men that commit these violent crimes and things. But then in the same sentence, he also said, the guy that left, he said, yes, we are the safest that we've ever been because of the technological advances and things like that. That's created by men. That for you to be safe and to be not have a lot of fears and different things when you go outside, even for the women, it's because men govern men, and men keep in line those that small subset of men that do commit these here violent crimes. So you got way more men out here that are not violent, that do keep these other men in check and keep you safe through the advances of technology out here than you do. So I think that the more of the focus should be on the men who actually keep more people safe than the small percentage of men that do these here particular things. And
but
then
it's still disingenuous. Men have a higher rate of violence because we have a physical monopoly over the opposite sex. That's like saying, well, the water buffalo don't eat as much deer as a lion. It ain't as quick as a lion. What are you talking about?
Hey, the water buffalo don't even eat them.
Don't get caught up in the moot analogy.
Yeah,
just
but
take
even
it for what it is.
Yeah, I get it. But
men have a higher propensity for that because we have a physical monopoly. We have a physical monopoly over women.
True.
And we have a women have the same propensity because we're all animalistic. We're all primal. But we have a physical monopoly, so they can't necessarily act upon that.
And not to mention that, but to check this out, a huge percentage of men are in jail because of a woman. Because of a woman who don't have that physical ability to do it. And so what a lot of them do is get the men to go and do it because they do have the physical ability to do it.
I had a brother, real fast, SD, I had a brother call my live stream last night because he did 15 years in jail defending his mother and his sister. And the crazy part, he was defending them against his mother's, what would be his stepfather, and then his sister's boyfriend. And they still with the niggas, even though he went to jail for them.
Yeah, you got a lot of that. You got a lot of that.
Can you explain them why they're wrong? Because they said that men are in jail because of women. They protect women. Can you explain to them why they're wrong? And by the way,
they're in jail over sneakers and over
you could tell
and men are in jail over stealing things from people. Men are in jail over harming women. Men are in jail for rape. Men are in jail for murder. And yes, there are some men in jail because they protected someone. But if we were to break down what that would actually look like, y'all are in jail because y'all cannot control your emotions. And the only emotion you exercise is anger. That's pretty much. The society has told y'all that you are not humans. They have told you guys that you guys are kangs, you guys are lions, you guys are sharks, you guys are all the animals in the world you compare yourselves to.
You're Vikings.
Human. Yeah, you're Vikings, whatever. Anything in the world you compare yourself to except for human. And that is why you're in jail. Because
are women queens?
Really big.
No,
when you find out, go ahead, Fadi.
Are women queens?
No, I'm a human. I would
no. When woman mention call themselves queens, do you correct them? Do you say you are not a queen? Why you call yourself a queen? Like, do you correct them?
I literally would absolutely say that. I think
that's why I refer to women.
Hold on. Let me finish though. 2K, Lord. I've always said any dude who says "Good morning, queen" is a red flag. Always. I do not.
Grand Rising. Grand Rising.
Oh yeah, you're right. I wasn't Hotepi enough. I need to take more wife school classes. I dropped out. So the fact of the matter is that no, I do not want to be compared to a queen because I am a human, a fallible human, one that makes mistakes, one that needs to learn. And unfortunately, too little men actually consider themselves human. And that's why y'all are in jail. Because when you realize you have really big feelings and nobody taught you to process your really big feelings when you were a little kid, then guess what you do? You resort to the one feeling, the one emotion you were ever allowed to exhibit, which is anger. And that is why men are in jail. It is not because they're protecting women. This nonsense trope you guys do. Oh, I'm protecting women. Now you're back in jail. Yeah, that's your one friend, Captain. What about the ones who are in jail because they harmed and unalived a woman?
That's why they in jail, because a man
That's
was
why they,
there to
and
hold them accountable.
they're pretty, and nobody is against
If she said captain, I
those
wouldn't
men
bring
being in
up-
jail.
I wouldn't
Nobody like says don't go ahead and put these men in jail. We actually are against them, and this is what
When
Ali
you
was
talk about
saying.
violence, though, if you take them lesbians, there's nobody more violent than them. So when you take something like that, I mean, you want to go there's nobody more violent than lesbian on lesbian. So when you mention the term humans, humans are violent. That's both species, male and female.
I said that.
And that's part, and I just want to bring it back because I don't believe nothing that Pretty said, except when she said she don't believe women in Queens. I believe she trolling because what she said, based on what she said about her background, I think she just trolling on this stage. Because when she says, except when she said the Queen part and the Grand Rising and stuff like that, because everybody is violent. Every human being has the capability of violence. And what SD said was the smartest thing, maybe in the past 20 minutes or so, when he said the same men that if you want to call them most violent are the same men that put provisions in place to handle that same violent nature. Women cannot do that. If you want to make a gender war, that's where it stops. Women cannot police the nation of people. They cannot. Only men can. So it's men that come along and see the violent men and the violent women and say, okay, this is the charge that you get for being violent. Show me the society where women did that, in a capable social society where women did that and that law was respected. Women are not a threat. Nobody's intimidated by women, but men can come in and put laws in place and then do it. That's simple.
Well, it's because of what I said a while ago. I said men have a physical monopoly over women, and that's why we had a propensity to be a little more.
Hold on real fast. I want to hold Pretty consistent. See, she's consistent. Hey, Pretty, I recognize. I think every single brother up here believes in order and righteousness, and being in control of themselves. The brother Public will say he'll do whatever the hell he want to do while he wears fingernails, which I'm sure most men wouldn't promote brothers wearing fingernails. Is it because a man raised those men to be uncontrolled?
Yeah.
Kids to go to jail. Who typically are raising kids to go to jail? A great father who's an orderly man and disciplines his child and make sure he don't do whatever the hell he want to do, or is it a woman just to look like a good woman, where a lot of mothers let their kids do whatever the hell they want to do, be non-binary, be whatever gender they want to be, resent their father, resent their mother, not talk to their grandparents? Who's typically raising out of control boys? Is it women or is it men?
It's half and half.
No, it's not.
That's false. That's bogus.
Oh, that girl lying.
Yeah, so can I
Pretty, I like you. That was disingenuous.
It was not
Let her elaborate.
You know, I know that you are intelligent enough to know that that's not the truth. That's
Let her
disingenuous.
elaborate, please, and then we go. Friends, just 1 second. Let her elaborate. Please, nobody respond.
Also, I don't really care if you like me or not.
Oh, okay.
This wasn't a matter of that. This was a matter of me respecting your character as an equal. But
my
you just showed me
birthday,
that you're
please.
far from an equal.
Can I moderate my show? It's my birthday, please.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you. Pretty finish. We're going to read the super chats, and then we go back to the show and open the panel for the fellas and for the two ladies that join in. Open panel for everybody. Okay. Just go ahead and finish your point, Pretty. We don't no interruptions. Ralph, thank you very much for the cash app. I truly appreciate you, brother. Go ahead, Pretty.
Yeah. There is a study going around in a red pill universe that says that the majority, I think it's around 70%, they state, of people in jail came from single mother households. That statistic is completely misrepresented, and it's also wrong. What people are comparing, and if you also cross correlate it with the fact that people also say 70% of Black children are raised by single mothers, one would think, oh, 70%, this would make sense. That's not true. If you look at the entire population of people in prison, which is actually 1% of the entire population, so the majority of those single moms are doing pretty good, right? 1%. If you break down that 1%, it's within a 10% margin that there's a difference between two-parent households of people in prison versus single mothers in prison, right? The variance is not the 70% as Red Pill Universe has painted it to be. If you can find me a statistic that says it is 70% single mothers, I will be happy to concede. But I'm very sure you will not be able to find that for me because, as I said, that came from redpill.com. So when you think about the breakdown of people that are in prison, the majority of serial unalivers come from two-parent households, right? So when you think about the more violence of crime, which is what we are talking about, let's stay on topic here. We're talking about violence. No, it is not. It's not.
Can I jump in?
It's not. No,
sure.
When she done.
I listened to you babble on for the last 3 minutes, pretty, and not one time did common sense make a debut.
Six. You just said disingenuine in the middle of your thesaurus earlier, and nobody says anything. You said you had a.
That's not what I said. It's a good thing that this is recorded. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. This conversation has been recorded. That's not what I said. This conversation has been recorded. They can go back and re-listen. That's not even something we have to debate. They can go back and re-listen.
Hold on. She's gonna be in.
He did say that word though. He did.
You said it, but then you fixed it. But then you fixed it to write the sentence out.
You fixed it after.
Well, I'm gonna tell you another word. Pretty B, let me tell you another word you will never be familiar with. Affluent. Affluent. I'm affluent. And that's the word you will never be familiar with.
Your beard is not.
I'm gonna tell you another word you will never be familiar with. Affluent.
Your beard is giving poor. Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm sitting in a.
Getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
Let's not do that. Let's not.
I'm sitting in a multi-million-dollar house, baby. I'm a millionaire. I can buy you.
Okay,
I can buy you.
Oh, I'm about to say
I can buy you.
Let's not do it.
I can buy you. You want to go see my view? I can buy you.
Hey, don't shit on our us now.
Hey, let me read some statistics.
And I'm married.
Y'all don't.
And I'm married.
Excuse 1 second. Give me just 1 second. Let's see. I got you.
To a bum. You married to a bum.
No, don't do that, bro. Don't do it, bro.
It's done.
He came on angry. I don't know if y'all realize, but this man came on saying,
we still got to remind men, bro.
Don't sit here and talk shit like what's gonna pop out, what's gonna do this. If you're gonna cross the line, cross the fucking line. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here.
So I just want to make it clear. There's one thing that you are losing, and it's exactly what was exhibited over here. This man came on pissed off, and as soon as I said, I don't care if you like me or not, he started going off. I don't know if y'all noticed. This man said, I like you, and you were wrong. And I said, I don't care if you like me. This is what happens when a woman removes validation from a man. When I remove validation, when I let him know I do not care about his opinion, what he thinks about me, he resorts to degradation. He resorts to try to put me down. Let me tell you something, sir. You can't.
I called you disingenuous before you said, no. I'm not going to let you go on and on with your word salad. I'm not going to let you. You've been going on and on, spewing false narratives.
I don't care.
You became bellicose.
I think you should.
You aligned yourself with things that I don't agree with. So when you align yourself with things I don't agree with, you become opposition. The reason why you became opposition is because I saw that your moral scruples no longer align with the conversation. So you can try to spin the narrative any way that you want to spin the narrative, but it still won't go.
Go ahead and do that. Do that. Because you are patchy. You're giving patchy.
I see you, SD. Give me a second.
Patchy in argument. You're giving patchy.
Okay, it doesn't matter. My beautiful ass wife loves the way my beard looks. But do your husband love the way your aunt Jimmy Neutron face looking ass look?
I don't do that, man. You still a man, man.
No. Here's my motto: from 2 to 92, blind, crippled, and crazy, men, women, and children. Anybody can get it. I have a right to defend myself.
I can't argue with that.
Use a hair. It comes out every time you try to go at a woman.
Come on, pretty. You holding a pound of hostage.
I don't care. He's not going to get the last one.
Come on, y'all supposed to be a.
This is not about the last. You're trying.
I gave you.
You're trying to get the last word. You're trying to get the last word, and I'm trying to disseminate some great information so that we can all grow together and coalesce in harmony. And you're worried about the last word. Your focus and my focus is not the same.
Friends, I gave you 5 minutes.
There is harmony. There can be harmony. There's no harmony because of women like you. And women like you are the reason why men have to have laws in place against men that are violent. Because the way you just came at me, a violent.
You want to fight her?
A violent.
Don't do it, Six. Don't do it, Six. Don't do it.
You want to fight her?
Do it. Chill.
I had to save you on that one, Six. Don't do it.
No. I don't need saving. What I'm saying is,
proving the point.
This is, see, 1 second, Six. This is a business. Six. You can't be saying this.
This is a business.
He wants to fight me. He wants to fight me.
No. Oh, but we
Listen,
love.
so
I never said nothing of the sort. And
I
this is
know.
why I don't like. This is why I told you 20 minutes ago you're disingenuous.
You showed your entire.
You're putting negative
You're married man
connotations on
threatening
everything
women
I say
online.
to
You're
try to
married man
contort and
threatening a married
spin it
woman online.
towards something.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Y'all are not going to get me demonetized on my show on my birthday. Can't be doing that. Nope. Multiple people are streaming. We have to be very responsible because this my kind of fuck them up that shit. Okay, so let's be responsible. Let SD give his stats. Shout out to my brother Will. First time I'm on a panel with him. Thank you very much for being here, sir. And then once again, we go super chats and we go back to the topics. Okay, go ahead.
You got the new sister too. Don't forget the new sister.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm going to pass the microphone as soon as I read the super chats. Go ahead, SD.
Yeah, so I want to read these U.S. Department of Health. These are statistics right here that are on the WordPress.com. 63% of youth suicide for single mother homes. 90% of all homeless and runaways, single mother homes. 85% of all children who show behavioral disorders, single mother homes. 80% of rapists, single mother homes. 70% of high school dropouts, single mother homes. Children to repeat grades, 40%. 70% dropouts. Then you got 75% of drug abusers, single mother homes. 70% of youth in state operated institution, single mother homes. 85% in prisons, single mother homes. So these here are statistics, right? And they go on and on, right? Where you can see that the majority of men and young people in the prison system come from single mother homes. Why? Because women do not have they cannot teach a boy, especially the emotional control that's needed from a man.
Because they can't control their emotion.
What does that mean?
.com. That means she's saying that it's not valid.
She need a .org, but there's the thing.
So
we were debating public offender.
What should we believe?
No.
If you
are right. SD, you're right, because when I was
statistics.
debating the public offender, he literally told you have no stats that can prove it, and we literally went to the government, like to the Department of Justice, whatever, and we got all the numbers, and it's clearly most of these kids that are homeless, that are on drugs, that are in jail, all that, most of them comes from single mothers. That's a reality. That's not 50-50. Your number is
yes, but
this is not TikTok. We actually
but they want you to believe.
No, it was a shot. I apologize. It was a shot. Go ahead.
They want you to believe their feelings. They want you to believe their feelings. They want you to believe their feelings over the facts.
Right.
Because they feel that it's not like that. Because their couple friends, they raised some boys.
And
they raised them okay, and they didn't go to jail. So therefore, they don't feel that those things are true as a whole. Just like they feel and they believe that they're the most educated and they make more money than black men. When neither one of those things are true, according to the facts that support the argument, but their feelings cannot let them believe it. That's why a lot of the conversations that I had on a lot of these panels and a lot of these podcasts are pointless to have with a lot of women, because they can't get past their feelings to see the logic or the sense that's being made with the statistics that's presented.
That's facts.
Let me read the super chat real quick, and then we go back to the show. No more insults, please.
It's time for some super chats.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ralph Neal, for the $20. I truly appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir. Salute to you.
Here you go, sir. $20. Get yourself some food to eat.
If by food you mean drugs, then hell yeah, bitch. I'm about to get fucked up.
We are going to read the 10 and up, and then at the end of the show, we are going to read all of the rest, okay? People on the public offender platform, we are going to respect your donations, and we're going to read the super chats too, but we are going to close the destination because he's not on the panel. So if you guys want to watch the show, You don't have to subscribe to me and Ali. You can just watch from the clouds and pretend that you are not watching, okay? I'm going to close the stream. If you want to keep watching, Ilkan Ali, Team Fatty, you will find us live, okay? Thank you very much for being here. I'm going to read the super chats right now. Here we go. So, 20 and up. Oh, Millionaire Bachelor is still here too? I appreciate y'all, friends. Thank you very much for being here. Let me close it out too. So, Fex with the $10. I appreciate you.
Let's go. We got $10.
Sir, do you have any change?
Nah, motherfucker, I'm broke.
It says, so if Sims are boring and making women crazy and y'all getting crazy woman you like, then you are admitting to being the Sims making woman bored. It's like the logic is going inside. Thank you very much for the $10 donation. I appreciate it. I got my boy Carl Anderson with a $5 untouchable donation. I appreciate you, sir.
I believe that there's multiple so-called black leaders who believe that they are untouchable.
Oh no.
So, you think you're untouchable?
I appreciate you. Thank you very much, Carl. Salute, 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 salute. Let's keep going down. Oh, shout out to Lou the legend, man. Lou gifted 50, 70, 80, 85, 95, 100. Ooh-wee. 150, 200 memberships. Shout out to Lou the legend with a 200 memberships.
Again.
Thank you, Lou. I appreciate you. All love, brother. Salute to you. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. Get this man a shield.
Keep on back! 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 Keep on
Thank you very much, Lou. I appreciate you. Thank you once again. Thank you for our hard-earned money. Let me see more 10 and up. We have player one in the building with $10. He says, get nails like public offender. Use code offended20 for 20% of all gel sets, colors, and tips. Real man debates with polished ends. Don't argue, just sparkle. Damn, that's crazy. Let's go to the next one. I appreciate you, player one, the best editor in the game. We have, like everybody's having internet connection difficulties. That's crazy. Willie motherfucking Beam, $100. Shout out to you. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much for the $100.
Sir, for $100, what's the craziest thing you do?
The craziest thing I do is listen to your bitch ass all day.
Ma'am, for $100, what's the craziest thing you do?
For $100, I'll let his baby mama braid my hair and then fight her. Damn, only $100? Fuck, I look like some cheap hoe.
Could have fooled me. Sir, for $100, what's the craziest thing you do?
Man, for $100, I'll let a bitch impregnate me.
Bruh.
Arguing with the public lovely offender is like arguing with a single mother that is devoid of logic and reason but doesn't have a YouTube. That's crazy. Willie, thank you very much for your the big donation. I appreciate you, sir. I hope you're doing good. We have my boy Daler in the building. He says,
Happy birthday!
Betty, send me the link. Daler, I'll send you the link next week. I appreciate you. Or I'll drop the link in the chat in a second. Actually, I'm probably going to drop the link in the chat in a second. Thank you very much, Daler. I appreciate you. Next, we have again RLM Design saying Feliz cumpleaños, Fetty.
Happy birthday!
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. AD in the building with another 10. Happy birthday, Fetty. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday!
I appreciate you. I hope you're doing good. My boy willing to win with the $20 ball. Thank you very much, sir.
Here you go, sir. $20. Get yourself some food to eat.
If by food you mean drugs, then hell yeah, bitch. I'm about to get fucked up.
He said, happy birthday, Fetty. Salute.
Happy birthday!
In the panel. And we have Fex again and Snacks. Pretty, you are too smart and beautiful to be sitting on the panel with a bunch of unintelligent dust balls minus public. Maybe you and public can do a live. Go enjoy your Friday, sis. You deserve peace. Thank you very much for the donation. We have Sequoia saying happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
I appreciate you, Sequoia. Thank you very much. And I think we're almost out. And we have Jay Miller in the building with a $10 ball saying, a study by Florida Atlantic University reported that 80% of incarcerated black men indicate they were raised by someone other than their father and never live in the same home as their father. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. God damn it, we lost the whole panel. Y'all don't like money? Damn. Can't read money?
And they all left? That's crazy.
I don't know. Some like I can't read money. Like
no, some people are really having internet issues.
Yeah, they're having internet issues. Some people, but like I can read a little bit of money, friends. That's crazy.
I got about another 30. I think I got.
Yeah. We're not going to do a long one, but I'll make sure I drop the link in the chat to get some people pull up. Damn, that's crazy. This is your fault, Lou. You should.
How do y'all normally do your lives? If you don't mind me asking.
We do 3 hours.
Oh, 3 hours. Okay.
Yeah, 3 hours, 2 hours and a half to 3 hours is a good thing. But hey, Lou, next time just send one membership. Okay, you send too many memberships, you're getting people upset. Will, let me ask you something real quick, right? And I don't know if you want to say something that happened on the show before, if you're watching, or you rather give me a question so you can follow schedule.
Well, let me just say first, hello to you, brothers. My brother, Thaddy and Ilkon.
Hold on, brother.
How you doing, sir?
Captain. I had questions for the women, but they're gone. So I'll ask them at the end. I'll run down my questions and my thought process so y'all understand where I was going to go with them. But what's your question, Patty?
So, like we started the show, like this show.
I'm sorry. Happy birthday, brother, and thanks for letting me on the show. It's good to chat.
Thank you very much.
I think the reason why they left is because I'm here now.
Happy birthday!
He was reading. Fatty was reading too much.
But that's the thing. Like I have to read the super chat. But that's the thing, Will. I'm glad that because I thought nobody was going to come to my birthday, but it was your fault, so you get the responsibility and the accountability.
I'm the pallbearer. When they see me pull up with the hearse,
damn, the Undertaker is coming. That's crazy.
Go ahead, brother.
So, Will, let me ask you a question, right? This is going to be kind of a loaded one. Do women respect men who don't challenge or check them, even if they treat them well? So a man is treating a woman and is making sure that the woman is well treated. Does she respect him even though he doesn't have like the challenge and the check in him? It's like he's just treating a woman well enough.
Yes, she does respect him, but there's a nuance to the respect. She respects what his money can do. She don't respect him as an individual. But yes, she will respect how far his dollars can go. And she will capitalize on that every chance she gets.
So do you think there's respect if you always kind of making sure that you overstep that boundary? Because this is my opinion, right? A woman will test a woman will always test men, but she will adjust the level of test depending if she knows she can get away with it or not. And the ultimate man, the man that she respects the most, is the man that actually puts fear on her in any kind of way.
Absolutely. I think women want to be told how to behave. Innately, they want men to lead. They say it all the time. I'm looking for a man to lead. But men oftentimes have adopted this feminist mindset of equal partnering. I hate when people use the word partner. Me and my partner. I'm looking for someone to partner with. I'm looking for someone to build with. I don't look to build with women. I build and I look to have what I build attract the women. And then I pick from the women I attract which one I want. And I tell her, look, if you play your part, you could enjoy the fruits of my labor. But if you're trying to build with her, you an idiot. You a sucker, because the moment you build with a woman, you've effectively given her equity in what is built. And how can you kick someone out of what is built if they have intrinsic equity in what was built? My woman didn't help me build anything but the children we have. So she has equity, intrinsic equity that I can never take from her. But if she's going to have equity in the cars we drive, the house we live in, the lifestyle that we have, I effectively have to come to her and consult with her before a decision is made. I cannot be rogue and make a decision that I believe makes sense. I have to make sure she agrees with that decision. Otherwise, I can't do it because we are partners. But if I'm your leader, if I built this thing that I've been gracious to let you join me and enjoy it with me without you having to pick up an axe, a hammer, a shovel, without having to get your back, back injuries and skinned knees and elbows and broken fingernails and dislocated thumbs or whatever the case may be, headaches, sweat, blood, and tears. You had to endure none of that. So therefore, when I say this, whatever X is coming to an end, that X has come to an end. Now, the best way for you to keep me at bay from not executing my veto power in every way, shape, form, or fashion is for you to appeal to me in a way that will keep me from executing that button. How do you do that? You remain feminine, you remain supportive, you remain encouraging, you remain steadfast on the things that I need. You make me your career. Me and my woman have problems sometimes, like every couple. And I tell her, part of the biggest problem me and my woman has is I've given her something that intrinsically gave her equity into how she interacts with me, which is children. The moment I gave my woman a child, she was able to talk to me differently. She was able to move differently with me because I have a vested interest in keeping that unit intact. Even if she misbehaves, even if she gets out of line, I'm going to yield and bend more than I would have if we were just dating. If we was just dating, I'd kick it to the curb. Bye. Throw an exclamation mark on that, bitch. But because she has intrinsic equity in my life now, I'm going to not go to my first plan of action, and I'm going to go to the second plan of action. Like, hey, Will, don't do what logically makes sense.
Compromise.
Well, not compromise per se. Compromise is a close word, but it's like, do what's in the best interest of this family unit first. Don't do what's in the best interest of Will. But if me and her don't have those ties, I do what's in the best interest of me. When we have those ties, I do what's in the best interest of the family. That's not the compromise, right? That's priority. So it's a new plan. The plan has changed because the dynamic of the family structure has changed. So that's the breakdown.
When you say equity, you mean leverage, right?
Yeah, anybody who has equity has leverage. You can't sell a team. If I have 51% of a basketball franchise, how you gonna sell it?
Yes. So
are you talking about business relationships, or you just talk about the relationship period?
I'm talking about anything that you interact with, anything you go into some type of agreement with another person. The agreement that me and her went into is having the children. So we have 2 kids, and so therefore I can't be like, these are my kids, not yours, and she can't do that with me either. We both.
If y'all have a business together, you saying if it's not completely, that's what I'm getting at. So you wouldn't have a business because she would have a say so. Am I getting that right?
No, I would never have a business with my woman. My woman can help me in my business. She can create a business and I can help her in her business, but I will never partner with my woman in a business, and I will never let her partner with me in a business.
Why?
Because I don't want her having jurisdiction over my decision making. I want her to, if it's her business, I don't care what she do with her business. Her business can succeed, it can fail. I don't give a damn, because her business has nothing to do with our livelihood. Her business is just extra money. If she, right now, my woman doesn't work. So my whole life is built around making the final decisions, having all the veto power.
And you don't feel you'll have that same power if y'all had a business together?
I could, but legally, she can go take a route that will make it so that I don't.
So your fear of the legal route is why you won't do it.
It's not a fear. It's a desire not to be engaged in a situation where I don't have exact power. If I don't have all, like, if I open up a business, nobody can tell me how to run my business. Now, if this brother, Uncle Rick, I meet him. What's up to you, brother? If he says, man, I like that idea, bro. I wanna, can I work with you? I'm like, cool. Because me and Uncle Rick have no interest outside of the business. So I can say, hey, Uncle Rick, I can make you 10% partner, and this will be the buy-in fee. He paid a fee. He has now 10% equity, but he knows his 10% equity doesn't give him any power. It just gives him revenue from what the business make. He can make some decisions. He can sit in meetings, but if we decide, hey, these meetings are closed to any part that's not 40% or greater in equity, Rick can't sit in on those meetings.
Yeah, I get the part you're saying with the legal ramifications, but I don't get it from a non-legal position. I don't think.
What's the part you don't get?
Meaning, like I have businesses, I have relationships, and I've never went into a relationship and thought that I wasn't the dominant head, no matter what aspect of that relationship was. But that's why I said I can understand the legal part, because like you can have any complications in any relationship. So I get that part. So from a legal aspect, if you have complications and she want to be an asshole, or if you get in a business with a brother and they want to be an asshole, you got to go through court and work. I get that part. But to just be in a relationship with a woman and you're saying the only equity is just the kids and you don't want to do anything else with it because you don't have that, I don't understand that.
Okay, but understand this. Do you understand that people structure their lives how they want their lives to be structured?
Yeah.
And does fear always have to play a factor in that?
Worry. It could be worry, fear, just in case. So if you don't,
I'm asking, does it have to play a factor?
I would say yes.
It does. Help me understand how fear has to play a factor.
I think your fear of a woman potentially taking you to court is why you don't do it, because you don't want to go through that hassle. It ain't got to be a fear like afraid. I'm just using, like, I don't, I'm just using the word fear. So like if you said fear, worry, concern, you don't want to go through the hassle, to me, all of that would just be the same thing. So I'm not putting like you're afraid, like, oh, I'm afraid of her. Not
I understand. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so it would always be fear to me.
Okay, so you brought legal back into the equation. Remember, you said you want to take legal out. Then you said fear of her taking me to court. So that would bring legal back into the equation.
I was basing that on you saying, like when you said you wouldn't go to business, your response was you wouldn't want her to be able to go have the legal aspect. So that's why.
No. I said I wouldn't do. I said I would do business with Uncle Rick because Uncle Rick and I would just be in business together.
No, but I'm talking about just with your woman. You said you wouldn't.
Right. So I'm about to break it down. Right. Me and my woman wouldn't just be in business together. We would also be raising a family together. We will also be in an intimate relationship. We have multiple layers of interaction with each other.
Right,
so
but maybe I'm mistaken, but I thought you said the only equity she could have with you is the children, but you wouldn't do business with her.
Right, I'm trying to explain that to you.
Okay,
the reason why I wouldn't do business with her, we already have two dynamics of how we deal with each other.
Right.
We deal with each other intimately because we're in a relationship. We deal with each other as parents because we share children together. I will be convoluting the business relationship because I cannot treat her just like a business partner. I have to factor in that she's not just my business partner. She's also the person I go home with and raise children with. She's also the person that I get viewed through the eyes of my children as to how I treat her. She's also the person that I get intimate with. I'm not going to be intimate with Uncle Rick. I don't raise children with Uncle Rick. Uncle Rick and I could just make all of our communication purely business. Rick can call me and I'll be like, bro, is this business? No, talk to you later. I can create that dynamic with Rick. I cannot create that dynamic with my woman if she's in business with me. I think it's bad taste and poor judgment to go into business with your woman. I think your woman can support you and be the benefactor of everything you do in business. She can be a part of the business as a supporter. She cannot be a part of the business as an equity shareholder.
It makes sense, Captain.
He'll be back.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, not valuable as a man. He's not valuable as a man. But
Ali,
if
you
you're
cut
with
out.
him,
Ali, you cut out. We didn't hear nothing.
You got to start over.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, yeah. You
just
froze. You had froze.
Okay.
You
So
can start
first,
over. It wasn't that long.
what would we have to have the leverage as a person, right? She loves him for who he is. But if his purpose is who is part of him as well, too, he's already given himself the willingness to compromise as an individual. So just like you, Captain Cesariak, if a woman expects that she's going to get half of you when she gets with you as an individual, and then you take it as far as getting your business, it makes perfect sense because she's with you because of who you are. But if you give her half of who you are, that's a lot of leverage for somebody to have half of who you are and your purpose to leverage against you as well, too. Because if she's truly with you for you, it shouldn't matter whether she's involved in the business or isn't involved in the business if she's with you for you. But I do believe I'm not saying you can't have business with your woman, but I think that would be more understandable to the fact that she's with Will because he built himself up. And in order to be with Will, in order to get what Will has, I have to reciprocate what my part of the bargain to be with this man. But if she gives him half, that's too much to leverage. He's leveraging his entirety as an individual.
Yeah, relationships are not a monolith. Like it's like one set way you gotta have it. So you really just use what's best for you. Me, I'm more dominant, so I wouldn't care what business she had. That's my business if she my woman. I wouldn't care what business she's a part of me with. I'm going to have the say so, and I'm going to have her input. So I'm a little bit more dominative when it comes to that aspect. So I'm her head regardless of what interactions we have. If we have kids, if we don't have kids, if we have a business, if we don't have business, I'm dominative regardless. So if he has a business, and she comes to me with that idea with the business, she's going to come knowing that that's mine. She's going to come with the idea. I'm going to give the idea. She's going to know that I'm going to have the final say so over what we have to do. That's how I would do it. That's
cool.
me.
Let me ask you a question on that.
You froze, Ali.
Let me ask.
Y'all can still hear me though, right?
Yeah.
No. When you freeze, we can't hear you.
When you freeze, we don't hear you.
So you got it, Will. After this, Captain Zariak, then y'all would both be right. Because if you choose to add your wife to your business the way you want and you still dominant, or Will says, hey, I don't want you not part of this business at all, and he's still dominant. Y'all would both be
right. That's why I said like it's not a monolith.
I disagree, gentlemen. I don't think we're both right, Ali.
No. I'm saying from what he's saying, not from what you're saying.
Right. We're both right for how we choose to live our lives.
Yes.
But here's where I would disagree with what Captain is saying. Because if your woman starts her business, well, I'm somewhat in alignment with you, because I tell a woman like this: my money is for the family. The money I make is to maintain the family structure. My woman's money is my money to manage. So whatever money I make, the family lives off my ability to earn. So if I could only earn $60,000 a year, my family lives at a $60,000 level. If my woman makes $150,000 a year, we don't live at $210,000 level. No, we live at the 60 that I could afford, and her 150, I manage it. That's my money to manage. So we're somewhat in alignment when you say you're dominant. Where we're out of alignment is you're saying that it's your business or whatever the case may be, because my woman, her money is my money to manage as long as she's my woman. The moment she decides to opt out of anything, she leaves, and she leaves with her money. That money is gone, is effectively no longer mine. Same with you. If your woman has a business, if she decides to not be with you because she lives in America, I'm assuming you're in America. Right. She lives in America, you don't, that's not your business anymore. It's pseudo your business, because she's allowing you. Women allow us to lead them. We don't effectively choose to lead them. No leader sets themselves as a leader. Every leader is only a leader if they have a person who chooses to follow them. You can have all the leadership qualities, all the wisdom, knowledge that you want, but if no one follows you, you're not a leader. And they're not a follower until they choose to follow someone. The followers have all of the power. They don't know they have all the power. That's why I tell women, although they're in this docile, submissive position where they think, oh, you look at women as they're weak. How are you weak when you're the one to make all of this go? You effectively take one of my titles as leader away from me if you choose not to follow me. Who has the real power? You do. Imagine us telling our kid to do something, and there's a law in effect that gives the kid power to disobey us with no consequences. If the kid was made aware of that and they chose to execute that, they will not be getting in trouble. However, we will still have to care for them because there's no laws that give us the option to really opt out of taking care of them unless we give them up. If we have them, CPS and everything come in and make sure the child welfare is intact and make sure we're doing the things that we have to do. And if not, there's consequences to that. So we have obligations to someone who does not have any obligations to us.
What I'll say is, like, you more so speaking, that's why I said like fear in the beginning, because your responses are like, if she leaves, like you say, yeah, it's her business, but if she leaves, she takes it with her. That's a given. But I'm not talking about that. I would also disagree with, I don't divide money in a household because we're not in competition. It's not my money, your money. I'm the boss. So but now with that said, I'm smart enough to where if she manages the money better, like let's say if, and this is what a leader does. A leader says, okay, you can pay these, you better at doing this than me, so you do this. I'm better at doing this than you, so I do that. But it's all mine. It's all ours. It's not a divisive of, I forget the numbers you use, so I'll just say one making
60 and 150.
Yeah, so one making 60, one making 150. No, we make 210 is what we make. We make 210, and then what we do with this 210 benefits us.
But that would be a little naive, right?
That's not naive at all.
Well, let me explain what I'm saying when I say it's a little naive.
Wait, hold on 1 second. That's not naive at all, because that's how a family or a marriage or a union works. When we live in a capitalist society, that's kind of how you speaking. Like, that's a capitalist society. This is my money, this is your money, and it creates an unnecessary competition, which is kind of sounds like how the position that you're taking. But I just take the position, we're together. I don't think about an exit. So that's
right.
how I look at it.
Right, but that's why I say it's a little naive. See how when you use the word fear, don't take me saying naive as a diss or dig or shot. Naive is assuming that all things will go as you see. All things will go according to plan. But wisdom will tell you, you can be hopeful, you can be wishful, you can have faith. But a wise man understands that all things do not go according to plan. A fool or a naive person would think, because I say this is how my life's going to be. It's like how women talk. Women talk like, oh, so I wrote some questions down that will talk about the naivete that I'm going to talk about with women. And I'm not comparing you to a woman. But I'm just saying, like, when we take the position of, hey, I look at it like this, cool, you look at it like that, and then you critique how I look at it. When I don't look at it as my money and her money, I say it to add context and for clarity's sake. If I go to work and if she goes to work, we both earn money that people pay us as individuals. When someone pays my woman, but I told y'all she don't work, right? So no one's paying her. She's actually on payroll in my company. So no one pays her but me. She doesn't have a job where some outside source is paying her. But if she did, I wouldn't be able to go to that job and say, nah, give me that money. I wouldn't be able to go in that bank account unless it was money direct deposit into a joint account and say, give me that money. Legally, whether I tell my woman this is how it is and she agrees or not, legally, outside organizations don't abide by our familial structures. The way you run your family, her job will not yield to you. They're going to say, sir, this is her money. We're going to put this in the account that she chooses for us to put it in. And you may have influence over that, but you don't effectively have power over that. You can persuade, but you can't definitively say, no, this is how it's going to be, because she does not have to acquiesce to that. Your influence may get her to acquiesce to that. And shout out to you. But we live in a capitalist society. We live in a society of laws. And the way our structure is, sir, if a woman has a job, that is technically her money. And that's how people see it. That's how everybody will see it.
That's why you're afraid. That's why I said you're in fear of your woman, because that's what a capitalist society breeds. It breeds this level of fear that you have. So you are in a relationship with a woman that you really don't trust. In the back of your head,
wait, don't put it on me. I told you, my woman doesn't work.
You call me naive. You call me everything. I didn't interrupt you.
No, I'm just saying, you made it personal about me. You said
scenario you presented with a woman working, so I'm responding to the scenario that you presented.
Okay, that's cool. But you
said but I don't know why you interrupted me again. If you would have just left it, if you wouldn't have brought in the scenario of a woman going to a job that's her money, you can't go to a job. So I'm responding to what you're saying. You didn't give a okay. So let me finish.
But I'm just making you aware. All you gotta do is just making it personal to me. That's all I was saying.
Making nothing personal other than saying you're in fear of a woman based on what you're saying. Okay. In the scenario that you're presented, I'm responding to that.
Okay.
Let's not be touchy. I didn't get when you said naive and you said I wrote these questions down for the women. I'm not calling you naive. I didn't say nothing. I let you say what you needed to say. Okay, so again, this is fear talk. You did.
Let's just reset the room. I prefaced it by saying I'm not calling you naive.
Right, and I didn't have a problem with what you said, and I'm responding to what you said. You utilized a woman working, so I'm responding to a woman working.
And I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying right, but I said let's reset for 1 second. I'm just explaining to you. You told me I was in a relationship with a woman that I don't trust. It didn't sound like you was talking to the scenario.
I'll explain why I say that. Because even with the woman that you're with, you would never do business with her because you're in fear that she could legally take something from you. That is fear. That is what you said.
That's not what I said.
In the beginning of this conversation, when I asked you, I was clear. Would you get the business with your woman? No. Because then that gives her equity. The only equity she has is the children. I don't want to be able to have a business with her where she has this say so. I want to keep her in this capacity. That's what you said. I would just like to finish. So now, in that is fear. Your fear of what she's capable of. And so you don't trust that woman. It's not naive to go in there and say, this is how it's going to go in this relationship. It would be naive to think that there's not the possibility that it could not go. Now that's naive. A wise man would not walk into a relationship and not think the pros and cons, but a wise man makes his decision after he's weighed out the pros and cons. A feared man would say, well, just in case I'm not doing this or I'm not doing that. That's what capitalist society creates. Capitalist society creates an innate competition between a man and a woman. That's why when we look in the outside world, now I'm not talking about you at all. When we look at the outside world, every time they get in a relationship, what do they talk about? How much you can buy me on the first date, how much you can take care of me, how much you can do this, how much you can do that on both sides. And you create this unnecessary competition where if you ain't got no money, you can't even be in a relationship. You let this society teach it. So others don't live in that level of fear. Now it is 8 o'clock. I did say I was leaving at 8 o'clock. So Ali and Fatty, hey Fatty, it's the first time I actually agree with you more than I disagree with you. You must be getting smarter.
You are learning. Congratulations.
You must be getting smarter.
Hey, Captain, we trying to stop being less in our feelings, Captain.
Don't sit here and talk shit like what's gonna pop out, what's gonna do this. If you're gonna cross the line, cross the fucking line. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, that's real life though. That now, for those that don't know, the clip that Ali is playing is when a man came in front of my camp and wanted to fight. Like he acted like he wanted to fight physically. So we needed to see if he wanted to fight physically or if it was something else. And you know what? It was something else. Ali. It was something else. He didn't want to do nothing. And that was good. Yeah, what's up, Fatty?
Because I know you're big dude. You weren't afraid. Can you let Will at least give the chance to respond before you bounce?
He started. I got to go.
I just wanted to make sure.
I'll be here.
I just wanted to make sure it was not a eat and run.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because if he responds, the battler in me is gonna want to respond too.
But I know. You don't tell me I don't get to respond.
But
you can say you opt out. Yeah, you can do that. You can't tell me I don't get to respond.
I didn't say you can. No. Fatty asks. That's what I mean. You listening is an art. When Fatty is saying respond, what Fatty is saying, for those that don't know, like Will clearly don't know, he's saying, will I stay while you respond? That's what that means.
Yeah.
You just didn't know. I'm not staying.
I told Fatty I'm not going to respond, but I'm telling you, I get. So you didn't.
Brother, please don't do that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
I'll see y'all Sunday, though. I'll see y'all Sunday,
Thank you very much for being here. I'll see you on Sunday, sir.
Right.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Fatty, if you don't mind, I would like to speak to Will. If that's cool.
Absolutely.
Hey, that dude is in his feelings. That dude is in his feelings. Let me tell y'all something, man. What I'm good at. When that cat said naive, he was mad because I said he had the fear. So he thought when he said the naive part that was going to bother me. But y'all know me. Y'all knew I wasn't going to be bothered. But when I showed he was afraid, didn't trust, as soon as I start saying those things, what did he do? Start talking. But I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. I got to get ready for camp tomorrow. So I'll see y'all the next live. I'm not guaranteeing no Car Chronicles, but I am going to try to get the Fallen Angels one. Remember, the Fallen Angels of Paul one is going to be members only. You're going to have to be a member to get it. So until next time, Shalom, Israel.
Carnival Cars, okay.